surprised that the visitors didn't want to go with a running clock in the third quarter.
That they what?
That they didn't want to go with a running clock in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Start cue music.
All right, well, welcome back, folks. We're still up here at the Toledo Glass Bowl. Pretty nice facility up here. And getting ready for our second game of the doubleheader this evening. And it's being brought to you by O on the Lane, 352 West Lane Ave in Columbus. The place to go for your wood-fired pizza. They take pride in their pizza. Everything is freshly picked and made from scratch, right in front of you in the restaurant. It's a must stop in. Appetizers, salads, wraps, subs, boneless wings, and pizzas. Again, that's O on the Lane in Columbus. And I think they kind of have a natural affection, don't they, for the Ohio State Club football team? Is that right?
And we have a special guest here.
Yes, we do have a special guest. This is Coach Grega. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
I didn't want to mess it up.
Not at all.
I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, you enjoyed our first half up here because we had no roster for the other team. So we had, John Doe playing in one spot.
Actually, we were asking the fans that were on that team to tell us what the numbers were, and they were doing that at first, but then they turned around and started giving us fake names.
Elmer McGillicuddy. I mean, it was interesting.
We had 3 quarterbacks all with number 8.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
So what's that? I know you have one loss on the year. Is that right?
We do. We actually our last game that we played against Wittenberg, and that was, that's a great team. Wittenberg, great D3 program. It's been a while since they've won a D3 national championship, but I think they've got a handful to their name back in the 70s and 80s. And Coach Collins is kind of a legend in Ohio football. He was the last guy to really have success at Capital University, and Wittenberg's his alma mater. So, we went in there, we were up 10-6 at halftime, just ran out of juice. When we play those D3 teams, we're always outmanned in terms of numbers. I think, we traveled maybe 40 kids to that game, and you look across the sideline, they had probably 80, 85. So, proud of the way our guys battled in that game. Unfortunately came out on the losing end of it, but, and then had a designated bye week before the postseason, and then unfortunately didn't play last week because Michigan State forfeited to us. So, we had been off for 20 days, and so it's a long layoff in between games, but really proud of the way our guys responded today, and just the overall effort that they gave. I was really proud of.
Well, they were impressive. This is the first time I've had a chance to see them, and I was definitely impressed. All facets. I mean, but there again, though, the team you played against, I think they had some talent, but man, they just kept shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes with club football, that's what happens. You don't get a lot of time to practice. We practice 3 times a week, plus a 4th day devoted to film study. Some of these teams only practice twice a week, and so some of the little things get kind of caught between the lines. But I think the little things are what make you, the team that you are, and you really got to focus on those things and make sure your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed. And so, yeah, those little things hurt them. Coppin State has a lot of speed on their roster, and I think you'll see that tonight with Clayton State. In this game, you're going to see a lot of speed. Coppin State, an HBCU down in Baltimore, and that's for the first 10 years of this league, they were one of the best, if not the best team in the country. When this league was founded, the NCFA was founded in 2010. They won back-to-back championships in 2012 and 2013, and they kind of ran the league for a while there. So, they've been down for a couple years, but Coach Herrera's kind of bringing them back, to get into the semifinal. They hadn't made the postseason in quite some time. So, Coach Herrera's, it's a slow build for him down at Coppin State, but he's doing a great job, to get them into the semifinal. And they have a lot of speed. And they have a lot of depth. I mean, they brought 40 kids. It's more than I think either one of these teams playing in the second game brought. I think of all the teams that are in these semifinals, I think Coppin State might have had the most in terms of depth. So he's doing a great job of building that program, and I have no doubt that, with his leadership, as long as he's there, they'll continue to build and they'll get better.
How many did you bring tonight?
A little less than 40. I think right around 40.
Okay.
So, we're at the full allotment of 50 on our roster, but, with injuries, you only get 50 for the season. So, injuries and things and guys not being able to make the trip or, personal things, what have you. So,
speaking of injuries, how did you come out tonight? Was everybody
we're
come
dinged
out
up, but
pretty
nothing that should impact us for the next, for the last game.
get 2
bumps
weeks.
bumps and bruises for sure. Guys are dinged up. Guys got to hit the ice tub. But fortunately, I don't think we had anything super severe.
That's good, because I tell you what, it's a violent game, and even if you're playing on this level,
Yeah.
I mean, it's somebody get hurt in a heartbeat. It doesn't take, and there was some hard hitting out there tonight.
Yeah. Oh, there was, and there will be in this game too.
Now, in this game, George Mason is the higher ranked team.
Well, no, Clayton State I think is number 2. George Mason being number 3. Yep. Yeah.
I'm looking to my friend down here, the official, because he's got them the other way. He's got.
It doesn't. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. But I think
Yeah.
Clayton State is the 2. George Mason the 3. Yeah.
Okay.
George Mason doesn't have traditional road uniforms, which is why Clayton State's wearing white. They only have green.
We thought, home team
Yeah.
normally wears colors.
Yep.
And they're on this side.
Yep. That's why.
That explains that. Why we were confused.
So have you played either of these teams this year?
Not this year, no. So Clayton State, they're a first-year program. The South Atlantic champs, and they are, the South Atlantic in our division of football, the NCFA, they kind of operate like traditional junior college programs. A lot of them go to a Clayton State, or the other 2 teams in that conference are Gordon State and Columbus State, that being Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah.
Those schools operate a lot like JUCOs, where kids come in for a year or 2, try to get their grades up, and then go elsewhere. Clayton State's a first-year program. Their head coach, Kevin Atkins, had been at Gordon State, and they actually beat us in the 2022 national championship game. And then he left Gordon State to start up the program here at Clayton State. And as you can see, number 2 team in the country got him in the semifinals. So he's done a great job. So, number 2 versus number 3. We were in this game last year against Sacred Heart, the 2 versus 3 games. So, I think Clayton State's a really good team. The South Champ is always a really tough out. We've lost to the South Champ in the last 2 national championship games. So, really good team over there.
Are they a true 2-year school, or are they a 4-year school?
They're a 4-year school, because I think their varsity athletics are NCAA Division II. So
Okay.
I do believe they are a 4-year program.
I was just curious, because I didn't know. I assume they have football then also that is
No,
not club?
No,
Or
this
not?
is their only football program. Think of it too like Wright State, where they don't have a varsity program, but their club program is their school's football program. That's kind of what Clayton State is too. They don't have a varsity, an athletic sponsored football program. So this program that you'll see out here tonight is their school's only football program.
Xavier started to have a team.
So Xavier,
They'll have one next year.
I doubt it. For Xavier, it's really hard. You got to think about when you're starting a club program. A lot of these schools, you have to start, and you can only really recruit your student body. And that's how a lot of club programs start. Now, Xavier's a private school, and an enrollment of maybe 4,000 kids. So you have a really small pool to pick from. And a lot of those kids, if you do start a program, don't have a ton of football experience. So when you see, club programs kind of sprout up throughout the country, a lot of them are a school like us, Ohio State, where you have a student body of 40, 50, 60,000 kids to pick from, or a school like these two, both these two schools we're going to see tonight, George Mason and Clayton State, where Clayton State, I think, has Division II NCAA varsity athletics, and George Mason, a lot of people who watch basketball will remember the Final Four run they made about 20 years ago. George Mason is in the same vein as Wright State. They have Division I athletics in their varsity, athletic department. They just don't have a football program. So George Mason's club football program that we'll see tonight is their school's only football program.
Makes me wonder if the motivation is to eventually have a
frankly, I think that's why Coach Atkins might have, I'm speculating here. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I think that's why Coach Atkins left Gordon State to go to Clayton State. I think Gordon State is NJCAA, which is National Junior College Association, where Clayton State is a Division II program. So I think the thinking there is, 2-3 years, you have success as a club program. You get the donors and the alumni to put up some money, build a stadium, what have you, build some facilities, and then be a varsity, NCAA, even if it's Division II kind of thing. I think George Mason, there was some talk a handful of years ago that they were trying to, raise some money from alumni and from boosters to move to, but that's a lot of money for Division I, because you have to be at the same division that the rest of your varsity athletics are if you're going to be sponsored by your varsity department. So, they're Division I and everything else. So if they were to build a football program, it would have to be a Division I football program, and that there's a lot of money that needs to go into that to build and to recruit and facilities and things. So.
Regulations of how big the stadium has to be.
That I don't know. That I don't know for certain, but I would assume there's a lot that goes into that. I don't know if capacity has anything to do with it, but in terms of facilities and I think scholarships as well, that's really where the money is. Where the money needs to come from is to have the scholarships to get those Division I kind of talented kids. So, But yeah, I don't think we've ever had a team go like from club to Division I. Now, the team that beat us in the national championship game last year, Central Georgia Tech, they made the jump to NJCAA from club, which is National Junior College Athletic Association.
Okay. Well, is that the way it's always been? It seems like to me in the past that you could be like, smaller in one for one sport than another sport.
Only not if they're sponsored by the athletics department, to my understanding. So, like for this, what we have tonight, club, like for example, us, we don't operate out of the athletic department at Ohio State. We're out of the club sports department. But that's why it's been so hard for a team like George Mason, for example, to get a varsity team, because if they were to take on a varsity team, they are required, they'd have to be at least FCS.
Right.
They would have to be at least an FCS program. And so there's a lot of money and a lot of undertaking that goes into something like that. So that's a huge jump. So that's why it's not as common to see that.
Glad this one's over?
Yes, it's always a relief, but I mean we're gonna see two teams out here tonight. I think Clayton, no disrespect to George Mason, but I think you're gonna see a team, the Clayton State tonight, that's gonna be very well coached. We faced Coach Atkins 2 years ago in the national championship game and lost, and we're gonna enjoy. I told our kids after the game, look, enjoy it tonight. You've earned it. You played really great. But when the sun comes up tomorrow, we're full head of steam on preparing for the winner of this game. So, it's kind of a sigh of relief that you got the win and it's over, and we can kind of sit back and scout this game and see who's going to come out on top. But, proud of our kids, enjoy it for 24 hours and then get ready to, prepare for a national championship game.
And you never know.
You never know. That's why they play the game.
Exactly. Well, it's just, you've said a couple people got upset today, right, in Division I.
Oh,
yeah.
So,
now,
Indiana got beat.
Yeah.
The undefeated team.
Yeah.
I'm saying that tongue in cheek because of all the hype
of course.
beforehand, but it's like, geez. Now, do you have any in your own personal coaching? Are you wanting to try to maybe get into like a Division II, Division III, or Division?
Yeah,
I?
I get asked that a lot, and the reality is ultimately, yeah, I would love to make coaching my ultimate profession. This is something that I treat very much like a full-time job, but me or any of my staff, none of us gets paid to do this. We do this because we love the program, we love football, and we love those kids that we coach. So yeah, would I love to make it my full-time profession at a NCAA school? Absolutely, I would. no question about it. But frankly, this is the program, the club program at Ohio State is the program I played for when I was in college. It's a program a lot of my assistant coaches played for, and we're all very, very passionate about it. So, I know one day the phone will ring and an offer will come my way. But until that day comes, man, I'm so happy and so proud to represent this program and just continue to build it from where it was.
How many years have you taken this team to the national championship?
This will be our fifth straight season. This will be our fifth straight season in the national championship game. We won the first two. We've lost the last two. So
It's got to be noticed by people needing coaches.
I think that the stigma surrounding club football is pretty negative, unfortunately. I think that, when people they see the club in front of football, a lot of people just dismiss it. But if all they need to do is cut on the tape and watch us. And I think that, you'll see a really well-coached, really, respectable football program. And, like you said, we've had a lot of success. Granted, some of the teams that we play aren't quite on that level, but I think the team you're going to see tonight, I think Clayton State is right. I mean, look, their head coach beat us 2 years ago. It's basically the same coaching staff. It was 2 years ago when they were at Gordon State, and I think you're going to see, a team that's again, and Coach Adkins, have a lot of respect for him over at Clayton State. If I'm not mistaken, he was a D2 football player at Valdosta State in his heyday. And if you know anything about Valdosta State down in Georgia, Kirby Smart and Will Muschamp both coached there on their ways up, and I'm pretty sure Coach Adkins at Clayton State played for at least one, if not both of them, when they were on that staff at Valdosta State, which is a Division II program.
Teams are in Georgia? Georgia seems like
Oh, there's football. There's a football program every 5 miles in that state. Whether they're a club program, NCAA program, NJCAA, prep school, they're a dime a dozen down there. So. That's a great football state, maybe the best in the country.
Well, another thing to look at too, though, is like the Indiana coach right now. I mean, he's kind of come from nowhere.
I wouldn't say he's come from nowhere. Well, he was an assistant for Saban for years, and I really respect Coach Signetti, even though I don't know the guy, but he's a guy who was an assistant for years, bet on himself, went from an assistant coach at Alabama to take a Division II head coaching job. That's a self-made man right there, and a lot of respect for. You talk about kind of building a career, just to be, now he's in his mid-60s and just now kind of getting a major head coaching job. I mean, that's a guy he's a lifer in the industry, and really cool to kind of, obviously we're glad Ohio State beat him today, but
he's a good
it's
model
a great story.
for a coach.
Absolutely, no question.
And you've got the blueprint there, so like when you get your resume, you just put at the top, all I do is win.
Yeah.
Google it. All I do is win.
Sure.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Joe, you always say that, and I'm always giving you good advice. You got pizza down there. I'm keeping you from
Well,
pizza.
no, the one thing I would say is I for this game coming up, I don't want to, cheat your viewers out of, they're looking to play, watch Clayton and George Mason, and I think, I've coached against Coach Adkins, and when he was at Gordon State when they beat us 2 years ago, and we've played George Mason a lot over the years. Like I said, Clayton State's a first-year program. We've played George Mason a lot throughout the years. In 2021, we played him twice, once in the regular season, once in the national championship game. We saw him again in the semifinals in 2022. Haven't played him either one of the last years, but I know Coach Raffle, he's in his second year at George Mason, and again, just building a program, recruiting. Recruiting at the club level is so difficult because you don't have scholarships to offer or any of these things. So he's done a good job of trying to recruit and put together a roster that can compete for championships. And I think that George Mason, when they upset Coppin last week. They did some things in the fourth quarter to kind of get themselves over the hump. I think, Clayton State, I think, is the favorite, not only because they're the 2 seed, but, the way they're coached with Coach Adkins and just being from Georgia and the players they've recruited. They're kind of an air raid scheme where the player for me to watch for George Mason is Lippincott, number 9, the running back for George Mason. I think if George Mason's going to have any shot in this game, Lippincott, the running back, number 9, needs to probably have 20 to 25 carries, if not more, for George Mason to kind of hang in this game and give themselves a chance. And I think, on the Clayton State side, Sire Hardaway, their quarterback, It's a guy that we've watched on film a little bit. He's a little guy, but man, he's got a strong arm and he's got great wheels. He's maybe 5'9", 150 pounds, but he's a very, very talented quarterback. And Clayton State will try to throw it all over the yard tonight. It's not super windy down there. It's a little colder maybe than what they're used to down in Georgia, but. The conditions are dry. It's not overly windy, so you're going to see Clayton State try to throw it all over the yard, and I think you're going to see George Mason try to kind of dictate the tempo and try to maybe slow it down and run the football with Lippincott. But I think if I had to make a pick, I'd probably take Clayton State, but if George Mason can run the football with Lippincott, if they can stay ahead of the chains and dictate the tempo, that's their best chance to win the game.
So it is a 2 versus 3.
It is.
So, like I said, anything could happen. And the thing about football too, if somebody gets hurt or something, right? Yeah, one of those key players just mentioned, if something like that happens, then it's like.
And you never wish injury on anybody, especially in a semifinal game like this. You want to see both teams at maximum capacity. So, it should be a good game under the lights, Division I stadium. I know the stands aren't full, but it's a great opportunity for all the kids out here. Our game, 3:00, and for both of these teams, really cool opportunity. I hope so, man. Our league needs to grow because club football is such a great opportunity, especially now with the new 105-man scholarship thing at the Division I level. I think it's an opportunity where a lot of club programs can take advantage of this because, there's in my mind, you go through every Big Ten program, even a MAC school like this at Toledo. If you've got 25 or 30,000 kids on campus, there's no reason you can't put together a club football program.
Yeah.
It just takes 1 or 2 passionate students to get it up off the ground, like Dylan Brown has done here at Toledo. He's done a fantastic job. The fact that they've only been around since 2021 and they've hosted the last 2 semifinals. And he's got a roster of 40, 45 there at Toledo, and we play them every year because they're in our conference. So, the pitch, man, is just if you love football and you don't want to spend, insane amounts of money in terms of like going to a D3 and paying private school money, start a club football program at your school. Go to the big state school, save some money, start a club football program, recruit your student body. And then once you've recruited your student body and you've got a roster of 30, 35, then you can kind of branch out and start recruiting high school kids. But I hope club football grows. It's a great opportunity for not only players to continue their football careers, but it gave me my start as a head coach. It's given my assistants a start in coaching and building a resume, and I think it's a great thing.
One more question, and you can feel free to go because I hate keeping a man away from his food.
Yeah.
Does this ever happen where like walk-ons try to get on at Ohio State?
It happened last year
for the Division I team.
It happened last year.
They don't quite make it. They're not quite ready, and then they shoot them down to you guys.
That does not happen. If they take them, if Ohio State wants them, they're going to take them and they're going to hold on to them.
If they cut them, what happens then?
If they cut them and they want to come back, then great. But at that level, if they take you as a walk-on, they want you there for a reason.
Didn't you have a player a couple years ago that played offense defense?
Yeah, Deshaun White.
He turned him down.
Oh, that was Casey Scroggins.
Yeah,
Casey Scroggins was an All-American for us, one of the best players that's ever come through here. Yeah, Ohio State offered him a walk-on spot, and he turned it down because he was pre-med and he's going to be Dr. Scroggins here in a couple of years, and that's a full-time job now. If you're a walk-on, if you play for Ohio State, whether you're a walk-on or not, that's a full-time. You're in the building 6 days a week, and then you still got to keep your grades up. So, for us, the pitch that we tell our kids is like, look, we take it seriously, and we want to win championships, but the time commitment is not nearly as intense as, say, playing for a Division I program.
Right.
So, no, Ohio State doesn't send kids down to us. We, from last year's team, we sent 2 guys, Zach Hayes and Glorian Goff, who played for us last year. They are now walk-ons for the Buckeyes. But no, they don't send guys down to us. If they get cut, great, we'll take them. But it's not like they're making them come. We would then have to recruit them to come play for us.
And didn't you have a player that went to the NFL?
Yeah, Praise Owatoke. I'm glad you asked about that. So Praise, I can't take too much credit for him. He was already a freak athlete, and I'll get going here because we got a game to prepare for. But Praise ran track at Ohio State. He was a sprinter. had ran out of NCAA eligibility because your clock starts in the NCAA the minute you enroll in higher ed. So he had burned through all his NCAA eligibility, but he had never played American football before. So he had one extra semester of school left, and in our league, they only count years of football played. So he decided, I'm going to give football a shot. Only played a couple of games for us, didn't even have 10 catches on the year because we had to teach him the game of football.
Right.
Now, he had never played American football before, but the speed and the athleticism was all there, and then such a great kid, such a hard worker, and then got into the NFL's IPP program and made a name for himself to work really hard, and now he's on the practice squad for the Carolina Panthers. So, it's obviously a very rare opportunity. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, we have kids who go to the NFL every year. That's super rare, but to say that it's happened, that's pretty cool.
Pretty neat, yeah. Just get like that.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back. I had a hand in that. Oh, no, as an educator, that's always cool. Something like that.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yep.
A couple weeks or a week and a half.
Yep. Sounds great. We'll see
Go
you guys
eat some
then.
pizza.
Yep.
Well, the captains are meeting out there at midfield right now. We've got Elias Lippincott, Darian L., Theo Hassan, and Anderson Basil Hassan. Yeah, that's what I said. And there's I missed one. Who'd I miss? I guess I got them all. That was for wait a minute. That was for George Mason, but okay. Looks like Clayton won the toss and they elected to defer. And so George Mason's going to get the ball. Joe, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to put this right there.
I can't see that one.
Well, you can't see that one, so let me worry about that one, and you worry about this one.
Okay.
But keep it where we both see it.
Oh, that's what I was thinking, in the middle, right.
Yeah, we got one of these sheets, guys. It's like, seriously, the
Looks like
the
it's on-
font is about a 2.
It looks like it's on the other side of the room, and they're saying, read it.
Terms and a car lease.
Yeah, exactly. The terms and the Carleys. Well, just so you know, the Buckeyes will now take on the winner of this game, Clayton State Lakers or number 3 George Mason Patriots. The Lakers have played the toughest schedule in the NCFA this season, going 6-0 against the non-NJCAA opponents, but going 0-3 against NJCAA, National Junior College Athletic Association opponents. The Lakers are led by head coach Kevin Atkins, who previously led Gordon State to the NCFA national title in 2022, defeating Ohio State 35-15. Meanwhile, the Patriots are back in the playoffs for the second time in 3 years. George Mason earned a wild card spot in 2022 before losing to Ohio State 63-6 in the semifinals last year. George Mason was edged out by Michigan State in the final NCFA power rankings for the number 4 spot. Kickoff between the Buckeyes and Eagles was set for 3, and then this game is getting started promptly at 7 o'clock. So 2 minutes till a kickoff. And in case you didn't know, you're listening to Campus Nation. We have Rick Phillips, Joe Davis, and myself, Charlie Hargrave. Yeah, I got to be able to see. Yeah, I moved your water bottle 3 times. I moved that. All right, so. Yeah, there's no chain gang. Yep. High State coaches, you may have to go down and run the chains. There's the chain gang. They're getting ready now. It looks like, anyhow. They're just waiting until the last minute.
I think the guy with the used to wear bib overalls would be glad to go down there.
Hey, I used to run the chain gang years ago at East Clinton. Years ago.
I did when my son played, or my son didn't play when he coached the Pee Wee League. I did the chain gang for them. It was fun. You're right there. You can see everything. Yes.
The
All right,
officials
here
for
we go.
today's game: Steve Abbott, referee; umpire James Worthy; Mike Blazovic; head linesman, line judge Brian Erwinski; field judge Brian Shenever; and side judge Daryl Phillips and Nathan Santillan. as your back judge. And Clayton is getting ready to kick off. Looks like he may be the Dragons. I don't know. And it's a nice kick. It drives the George Mason player clear back to the 9-yard line, and he gets it out to about the 21. And that was number 1.
No flags.
Mekhi Fuller. So we got 1st and 10, and the ball's going to be on about the 21, 22. You guys can see the screen, so I don't need to tell you, but in the dark colors is George Mason. And Clayton is in the all white. Kind of reminds you of Miami University.
It does.
Looks like we have trips out to the right, one to the left. Snap back. Pass behind the line of scrimmage,
And
probably
brought
lateral.
down quick.
And he got, the pass was out to the right, about 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he got tackled right there.
It's almost like they saw the lineup and knew what possibly could come and played for it.
That was thrown out to number 0, Theo Asan, and he got tackled immediately. I think the quarterback is Jasmine, Jasmine Cole. Is that the number? What number you have for the quarterback? No, it's number 12. That's Luke Windet. Luke Windet. So second is about 15, and we got a flag. Too much time. Too much time.
Is this which team? This is Clayton.
That's
That's
Clayton.
Clayton, the wrong team.
Yeah.
Doesn't do any good to highlight those. You can't even see
Two
them
on
anyway.
each side, run up the middle. Quarterback kept it. That's number 12, Luke Windet, and he doesn't even get a yard.
Yeah.
We're looking at 3rd and 21.
Yeah.
3rd and 21. So Clayton is right on top of them.
I think they're trying to just get room for their punter.
Yeah, they're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I know it.
We got split receivers on each side, running back in the back. To the right. Oh, we're on a safety already.
Yeah, already. 2-point game.
Wow. Number 0, that is Ken Von Felton on the sack in the end zone. And, it's going to be 2-0, sack in the end zone.
Ken One got back there super quick, and he didn't have a chance to do anything. He couldn't even get rid of the ball or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like whoever was supposed to be blocking didn't block and just let their quarterback out to dry there.
Well, it's like
George
they had
Mason.
5 blockers and they threw 6 or 7
Yeah.
runner, and it's just more guys than you could block.
He didn't have a chance. So now they're going to kick from the 20-yard line. They're going to punt, it looks like.
A lot of them punt, hit the ball higher. That gives them more time to get down the field than when they add that on a kickoff.
So George Mason getting ready to kick off.
Well, he can't step over that white line. He's right there. It's like, whoa. Oh, no, the wrong guy. I'm looking at the wrong guy. That's short kick.
Number 9 kicks it off.
It's gonna
Ball
go out of
hits the
bounds.
ground, goes out of bounds. Yeah, that's
40.
Elias Lippincott kicking for George Mason. So right now, Clayton is going to take over right in front of us here on about the 40.
Well, 43, but this is a kick rather than a punt considered, and there's a penalty for kicking out of bounds.
Oh, because it went out of bounds.
Right.
Okay.
It's not, this is not like on a punt where you can punt out of bounds. This is like a kickoff. And
so they got penalized 5
penalized.
yards. So it looks like it's going to be on the 50-yard line. Coming out for Clayton. We have split wide receivers on each side. We got one in the backfield.
Look how small their quarterback. He was saying he was small. Look how small he looks.
Yep, that's Sire Hardaway. He's only a freshman. Right there. I've already got him underlined. Yeah, Sire Hardaway in the shotgun. They hand it off to number 4, Trey Inge, and he gives the right side. It looks like he gets tackled by number 26, Stephen Joyner of Clayton.
I was going to guess him
Or of George
I
Mason.
was going to guess him at 5'8", and it says he's 6 foot. It's like, wow, but he's only 150 pounds. That's tiny.
Second down play. Oh, we got
Played
to play. Yeah, what happened?
whistle blown. Oh, got an injury over here.
Injury.
Before the play started, they blew the whistle.
Number 7, Cameron Esparza is down on the field. He's limping off. Looks like it's his left leg,
Yeah,
left knee maybe.
can't put a lot of pressure on the left side, whatever it is.
Surprised no one's helping him off the field.
I know.
Number 3 is trying to push him off the field.
There goes a player over.
Vincent Gaskin.
And by the time he gets there, coach finally walks out.
I think that's their training staff. I'm surprised they just didn't come running out.
Yeah, I know.
So here we go, 2nd and 6. Clayton has the ball on the 46. And run right up the middle.
Man.
Number 4, Trey Inge again.
Got a first down on that run.
Looks like the tackle was made by Vincent Gaskin,
Got down
linebacker.
to the 39-yard line. And no huddle, got right up.
1st and 10, yeah, we're going fast-paced here, folks. Hand off again. That one's only good for a couple yards.
Maybe one. Went from 39 to the 38.
And again, that's number 4, Trey Inge. He's getting a lot of the work right now. Once again, 2 out on each side. Pass, far left to number 5.
Uh-oh,
He goes out of bounds. Number 5, that is Matthew Faulkner with the catch. But this is only good for a gain of maybe just another yard. So we're looking at 3rd and 8.
He made it. He caught it on the 35.
But
he backed up 2 yards, and then the guy pushed him out of bounds. And if he hadn't backed up, he'd have had 2 more yards.
I think his momentum carried him that way. Sire Hardaway back in for quarterback. And he takes it and rolls right, looking downfield, throws it.
Oh, he didn't catch it.
Incomplete. Pass was intended for Pacer Kincaid, but
Which would
just
have
out
been
of
first
reach.
down. They may go for it on 4th down.
Excuse me. Jamarco Hughes was the intended receiver on that. Think they're going to go for it?
I'd say they're too close to punt and too far to
4th and 8.
kick a field goal. So I see him going for it.
Lined up on the left hash, 2 receivers out each side. Taking a little longer this time to snap it. They get it back. Pass. Almost intercepted by 2
defense.
of the George Mason players.
He ran in there and got his hand on the ball enough, or at least in front of the guy that made him miss the ball.
Jason Yee was in there to go after it, and also it looked like J.T. Stores.
But the pass was on the money.
Yeah, he just
But he was
almost got intercepted there.
Yes, it was a very dangerous pass to throw right there. Right?
So the ball's turned over on downs to George Mason. 2-0, 11:29.
Man, that
quick handoff in the backfield, and I tell you, George Mason's just not getting anything going offensively here. Handoff was number 9, Elias
running
Lippincott.
back was getting hit as he was grabbing a hold of the ball.
Right.
It's going to be 2nd and 14.
Ball's at about the 30.
33.
Yep, 33. Again, split, 2 on each side. And they're just running it up the gut. And
they're not even hardly.
Clayton's saying, hey, you can't do that. You're going to have to do something else.
Yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was all.
Yeah, again, that was number 9, Elias Lippincott. I mean, we got to do something different. what you're doing is not working. We need to either go a little end around,
And a running back's
sweep.
only as good as he's blocking, and he's just not getting the blocking to take off.
Well, you got to run away from the blocks. Right now, they're running right into the teeth of the defense.
Well, they're supposed to have blocks to block them out and make a hole there, and they're not doing it.
Right. So that's what I mean. It's time to change what we're thinking here. 3rd and 14, back to pass. Tipped.
He wasn't going anywhere anyway. There was a guy right in front of the receiver.
Right.
That was, as soon as he caught it, was just going to wrap him and take him down.
10:07, 2-0, Clayton. Clayton Lakers against the George Mason Patriots.
Well, from what I'm seeing, we may have a quick second half again.
Well, maybe not. I mean, it's only 2-0. I mean, George Mason did play a little D. 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
Well, the referee wasn't letting them hike, so I don't think they're going to penalize them. They're
Called
going to call
timeout.
Well, because this referee was standing there not letting him hike it, and
Well,
then he jumped out with 2 seconds on the clock.
Because George Mason made changes, so you got to give the defense time to make changes. And if you make changes late like that, that's the problem you can cause yourself. So don't forget, folks, 8 to 10 a.m. every morning. We come to you live from Wilmington, Ohio in the Murphy Theater, Charlie's. And we have different guests on every day. Anything from magicians to insurance agents to car dealers. We got all kinds of different people.
And the people watching can
learn.
They can type and
be
part of the show.
Right, and they can learn a lot.
You have games where you ask them questions and they can respond to you.
Referees having a little meeting out here on the field, and maybe it's over that they didn't let them sub or something.
Right.
They still called the timeout, though.
We were talking about that, sir. Okay. The when he was not letting him hike, but yet the clock was running down. Can the clock run out while he's standing there, or?
I would go with taking the time out over the delay game.
Okay.
I'm hoping he does that.
Okay, 10:07.
So he needs to wave that off. We have the timeout ahead of the delay, right?
Some sort of substitution change issues.
Offsetting fouls, so putting it back to the original line of scrimmage, and 4th down they're going to punt.
Yep, George Mason back to punt.
Ooh, low snap.
He gets it away, though.
Oh.
And it's down by number 38 of George Mason, Aston Lipford.
I'd like to have a first name Sire. Yes, Sire.
That is pretty neat. I like it. 9:56. Clayton up 2-0 with the ball. And they have it on their own 42. They got trips up to the left, and we got one down here to the right. No one's covering the one there. They follow him. So it looks like it's going to be man-to-man. Oh, we got somebody jumping. Illegal procedure on the offense.
I'm going to back him up 5.
So they had a substitution coming in from Clayton, and caused them to delay snapping the ball. So that was the off.
Ball snap, 1st and 15 now. Oh, he's got
got
loose.
Oh, man, if
If
broke.
they can get him, he's still going.
He's still going.
Number 5, what a what a play
Wow.
by Matthew Faulkner.
The first guy slowed him down enough because if not, he was gone. And then they kept slowing him down and tripping him up, but he wouldn't go down. And they finally brought him down, about the 19-yard line?
Heck of a pass, Fire Hardaway, and then Matthew Faulkner all the way down the line. It's clear down to the 18. Handoff to number 4, Trey Inge.
So I can see him pop up. Faulkner was the one that caught that pass, wasn't it?
We have somebody injured. Yep, we have
Got
another injury.
Injury down.
And that's number 4. That's Trey Inge, the running back. Don't want to see that.
No, but he'll have to come out for at least a play.
One thing about this Clayton team, the Lakers, they seem like they're awful quick.
Yes. Well,
on both sides of the ball.
They're quick. They got speed.
Both sides of the ball.
I mean, they're getting back on defense. They're getting inside before the running back's getting the ball sometimes.
Yep.
So even if they try to pass, they're not getting them enough time to go back and get a pass off.
9-20.
Did you bring us back anything when you came back?
No, but I enjoyed it.
He's still down on the ground out there.
Yeah.
Smells like you had some kind of.
There's a fresh scent that I put in there.
Limping coming off.
His right leg's hurting. Right knee, it looks like maybe. Switching shoulders. That reminds me of the old Metal Lock Lemon thing.
Yeah.
Somebody that could help this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3-3 there, Steve.
All right, Clayton back out there. The Clayton Lakers. Second down and about 5 from the 14-yard line. And their main back is out. They go the air this time, but it's incomplete. Tried to hit
number 0.
Kenwan Felton out here on the right side, but no good. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 now. What do you think they do here, Joe? They run or they pass?
No, they're going to pass, in my opinion.
Oh,
It was going to be a
quarterback
run. Keeper, and he's going to take off.
Yeah, he might score.
He did.
He does. He goes all the way. Number 2, Sire Holloway. Kind of a broken play.
I was expecting the quarterback to run this way, and he ran the opposite.
He dashed off to the left and left everybody behind. He is quick. That makes it 8-0. Clayton Lakers. That was quick.
Actually, I don't think he was planning on running to the left. He was like up the middle, and all of a sudden he was
It was
blocked.
broke.
He just took off. Once they stopped one, he just went the other way. Nobody there.
Yeah, broken play, but hey, it worked. I'm kind of like our man down here. I think he was going to pass to the right, and he didn't have enough time, so he just got out of there. It's called running for your life.
Yeah.
8-0.
Falls up.
Extra point.
Good.
No
good. No good. Okay.
Always wait for the referee.
Well, I usually do too, but I looked through and it looked like it went through. No, you never look at the referee.
I've caught you several times on broadcast.
Well,
that's good. And both the referees are going.
On the broadcast, I'm watching I go, it looks good, and it is good. Because I watched the referees. Rick's going, it's good. And I'm like, Rick, they haven't said it yet. And a couple times it's been
In other
off.
words, you're following Rick's lead
Rick's
now.
the one that's saying it's good before the referees do. I usually go,
8-0.
looks
Clayton.
good, is good. That time I just went up and said it's good. And it's like, shoot, I'm wrong. I did a Rick.
You did. That's what I said. You were doing.
That time I did a Rick, yes.
Rick's influencing you badly.
I never normally do that, but I did. I don't know why I looked at that T and thought of Tennessee for some reason.
I don't know. We're
Yellow.
holy Toledo. What do you think?
I know it.
So, Clayton getting ready to kick off, but I tell you what, George Mason needs to find an answer offensively. They're probably total yardage so far.
Is
Is
this number 1 or number
negative
7?
5. It's a great question. Number 1 looks like kicking off.
1. High, short,
Savion
like High State's
West.
kicks.
Picked up about the 28 by number 0.
And here goes the throng. Going to blow the whistle dead at the 35.
Theo Asan with a return. Tackled by numerous Clayton Lakers. So what are we going to do offensively this time? We got to run to the outside, at least give that a chance, I think.
Well, I think part of it's what the coach said, and I think the last game when they kept running the ball. If they're only practicing, let's say, twice a week, they probably only have so many plays they run a lot.
They've only run 2, though, so far. Up the middle. So here we go. George Mason with the ball. Down 8-0. Still very much in this. Tight. We got a pass this time. Oh. And pass was incomplete, and the receiver just got nailed on the outside.
Even if he caught that pass, he was going to get tackled at the 30.
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't. They'd lost yardage.
Yes. And as the coach from Ohio State said, their big game is number 9 caught running the ball, and he's not had a chance. You know, every time he gets the ball, he's being tackled as soon as he touches the ball.
Right, and that's why he needs they need to design something. Maybe he does get a screen pass or something.
Right,
You know,
give him something to get him going.
There we go, running out to the outside, and wasn't a great play, but you know what? They didn't lose yards on it.
Well, started showing something different for a change, but he couldn't have went outside. It was out. It was covered, and so he tried to break it up the hole, and there was a hole there, but it filtered in real quick.
3rd and 10.
Clayton is just quick.
They are.
They fill a hole. They follow the defenders. Nobody's open. By the way, Clayton's my grandson's middle name.
Okay.
It was going to be his first name, and they changed it the last second.
Oh, going back to pass. He's going to get sacked, and they're going to lose about 8. Sacked by number 0 again.
Back to 29-yard line.
Ken Juan Felton. That's his 2nd sack. I'd like to see the George Mason player just take off running there. He had a lane, but must not have felt comfortable doing it. So 4th down and 16 from a 1st and 10, they lost 6 yards.
And they're punting. They're standing on the 14-yard line.
And this has been an adventure so far, so let's see what happens.
The receiver is all the way back to the 35.
Got the ball away. Oh, it hit on the ground. It's rolling. He picks it up, and he gets tackled immediately.
Boy, we were taught in high school, if that ball hits the ground, you get away from it. And then
right.
He hit twice and still tried to pick it up and run.
Nice tackle by
that's a dangerous thing to do.
Stephen Joyner. Well, I think it's Stephen Joyner. There's 2 26s.
Okay.
So it's either Yusef Mikawai or Stephen Joyner.
We'll look and see what their positions are. Sometimes that'll tell you.
Defensive end, defensive back. So defensive back, probably.
Yeah.
So that would be
end's a bigger guy.
Yusef McCoy.
Here comes number 7 over to this side. Is he coming out?
I think we're having a timeout.
Yep.
Timeout.
Find it. Oh, on the lane. 352 West Lane Avenue, Columbus, Ohio. Wood-fired pizza. We take pride in our wood-fired pizza. Everything is freshly picked and made from scratch right in front of you in the restaurant. It's a must when you stop in. Appetizers, salads, wraps, subs, boneless and regular wings, and pizza.
What's your favorite when you go up there?
I've had.
What's your favorite?
I don't know.
I know you said you've had it all. But what's your favorite?
I like their wings. I love their pizzas. They don't have an all meat pizza. If you say an all meat, they got these 3 meats or these 3. It's like they're both good, and they have an all sausage.
Just
pizza.
tell them
I love
all. Say, put them all on there. There's no law against it. So Clayton's getting ready to take over on the 32, first down and 10, and they're up 8, 7:14 to go. Once again, they do a lot of this split, two on each side. One goes in motion. They give it to him for a jet sweep coming around this side toward us.
Good defense.
And,
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that guy lost his helmet.
Yep. They're fighting for the
I'm
ball.
surprised the whistle hasn't been blown with the helmet going off.
I know.
It is a penalty. If his helmet comes off, he can continue his blocking, but he can't go to another block.
Okay.
To stop.
Helmet went off by number 56. That was Jordan Phillip Guide.
I noticed he didn't stop. He kept blocking.
He kept blocking. I didn't see where he was.
Yeah.
On the field.
He was right under. He was grabbing the guy.
Second and
He
10.
was defense. He was grabbing the arm.
Second and 10. Oh, ball out to the left and no one there.
No.
It's going to be a first down. Reception was made by number 14,
See, that's the difference.
Corbin Williams.
The difference between the two teams when the green team runs out like that. There's always a guy 4 feet from him when he catches the ball. They ran out and there was nobody near him.
So it's first down and 10.
What's that?
Yeah, hang on just a second. Ball run right up the middle. Number 19, David Ware, it looked like.
26 or
Jordan Phillip Guide, 56.
56 or the 26?
No, he asked me a question about something else.
Well, I thought he said the guy that lost his helmet.
That was 56.
I thought it was the guy with his. It was a green guy, the guy with the helmet.
He went. He had to go out that.
Oh,
play.
did he? He went out. Okay.
He's back in now. He's right there in front of us. Penalty flag on the field. It looks like it was probably holding because now it's going to be first and 20, it looks like. First and 20 from the 34.
I think it was 76.
76. You're right. I remember the number. It was 76.
No, there is no 76.
Well, it looked like it.
It's 56, I'm telling you.
Okay.
You asked, I'm
He's-
telling you. Oh,
He stepped out.
man. Pass over here to number 84, Clinton Raffy, and he takes it 15 yards down the field. Nice gain. It's going to make it second and 5.
Now remember, the next time you're on the field and someone up in the stands yells, "He stepped out of bounds."
So I'm surprised that they're.
We got a false start.
He didn't give him a sideline warning because a player ran in front of him. And I don't know if it was a player. I think it was a player from the bench.
Second down and 10. False start there on the Clayton Lakers. 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. It's 8-0. Clayton definitely seems like the superior team, but they haven't They haven't jumped
Look
up
at that
a
speed.
huge lead. Yeah, look at him. He's rolling. Is that 0 again?
Yep.
Oh,
No,
he
8,
hands the
8.
ball off.
Oh, there was illegal forward handle.
Number 8. Yeah, number 8. That was Pacer Kincaid. But then at the end, he hands the ball off to somebody in front of him, which is illegal. So it's going to be first and 10. They just got to run it back 10 yards from where it's at. So it's going to be first and 10 from the 23. Yeah, that was a great run. He ran about 60 yards to go 20. But
Yeah.
Clayton charging down the field. Looks like they're getting ready to score again. They are quick, folks.
Man, that guy was quick.
No, the whole team's just quick. Oh, got a chance for a loss, and he gets out of it. And he's still running. They finally get him knocked down, but it's not till about the 9-yard line. That's going to be another first down. Really, they had him for a loss, 3 or 4 yards.
If you don't grab him when you got a chance to grab him the first time, they're gone.
So here we are, 1st and goal, 7. Number 19 gets the ball, runs right up the middle for about 5 yards.
When he hit the 5, I didn't think he's going to stop.
That was David Ware. And they're lining up quick. They want to go in quick. 2nd and goal. Hand off to Ware again, but he fumbles.
Ball came loose.
Fumbles. I think George Mason got it.
I think Clayton got it back. I think I went right past the kid.
Who got it? Let's see.
Clayton.
Oh,
Clayton. Didn't he point that way?
Half-yard line.
he pointed that way, but George Mason was cheering.
I know it. He pointed toward the goal line. Yep.
1st and 10, so George Mason did get it. He just pointed the wrong way.
Right, he pointed the wrong way, but it should have been this way.
He got a little dyslexic there. All right. So first and 10. Yeah, it's not good because it's on the half-yard line, and George Mason does have a hard time moving the ball.
As quick as they've been getting to the backfield.
Yeah, they're almost there ready to take the hand.
I just say run three quarterback sneaks.
I would be under center getting this ball and going forward.
Yeah.
You take the snap backward, you may not get it out of there.
He got out to about the 1, it looks like.
If you're going to do that, why take it 3 yards back and try to run it?
You want a QB sneak?
That's what I would say, yeah.
You don't want your quarterback hurt either.
Yeah.
When he's getting it 3 to 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then trying to run it forward, the odds of chances of him getting caught by this team is too
pretty
high.
good.
Yeah.
So here he goes, 2nd down and
Same
10.
spot. Second spot. Same spot.
And he's still in the back. Oh, they jumped. Should be encroachment. Should be encroachment.
Oh, they got a flag.
If they get back in this group, you're no penalty.
Unless they're stemming and cause the offense to
Right. It calls the offense to move or touch
stemming
somebody.
the offense
Now in high
moves.
school, it's immediately, but not the.
No, but they can't stem in high school either.
Yeah,
Cause the
offsides.
offense to move.
Offsides against Clayton. So that helps. That gives them a little bit of breathing room. That'll get them out to about the 6.
Well, at least they don't have to worry as much about a.
Your commentator's kind of wild. That's what someone said.
Huh?
Someone says your commentator's kind of wild.
Who?
You.
Someone on here.
Not me.
You're the commentator. I'm hardly talking.
I'm pretty calm and collected.
I'm not a commentator.
Ball went out to the left side.
Charlie
No good.
is the commentator.
It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Oh, folks, if you think I'm crazy, you should have listened to the Ohio State game with Joe Davis. Joe Davis gets excited.
I do. I get excited on the games.
He makes it sound like he's playing for his family or
I
something.
get excited in this game if I was doing the whole thing. I'd pick a team. It's like, hey.
You'd pick a team.
No,
Yeah, you just said it.
when a team does it, when the offense is doing something, I'm for each team. When something, and if an interception coming, I'm like, it's intercepted.
There's the person they're talking about.
Doesn't
right?
matter either one. Well, we haven't had that for me to do it to.
Oh yeah, Clayton. I'll tell you what, they are quick. Here we go, 3rd and 5. Always dropping back in the end zone. I hate to see that. Throws it out and over the head of the receiver, so it goes out of bounds. 4th down, now and 5.
I wasn't sure
And they're
he
getting ready to
wasn't
kick.
throwing that away on purpose because he knew he wasn't going anywhere.
Now, see, here's the difference between you and I. I want a good game.
I do. I want a good
I want
game.
a good game. It's like last game. I wanted that. I wanted I want the other team to score at least once, you know.
I was hoping they came down the field and stuff. I said Ohio State didn't want them to score.
Yeah, I know. But I just like to see them score.
I was
Because
rooting for them at the
they
end.
weren't that bad a team.
I
mean,
was
they
rooting
just
for
they
them
hurt
that
themselves.
last drive, and then they killed themselves out right there at the end. It's like, jeez. Here we
All
are.
right, here we go, getting ready to punt. Oh, we got people coming on the field late. Hopefully they got the right amount of players
That might have
on.
been blocked a little bit here.
At least it's got a nice bounce. It's picked up at the 40. And he's running to the right. He's going to get hit right there at the 30. Good tackle.
Number 2 is one of the tacklers, and number 23.
Yeah, that was Jason Yee and Hamza Ali.
Or 22, maybe.
The commentators were reading these, meaning the posts that they're putting on, and they're laughing because you guys answered them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know you're saying these nasty things about us.
No, we're not saying nasty things. We're just glad we have rosters.
So now-
the last game was
so
more
now-
interesting
oh, gosh.
because we had no rosters.
It was so hard to do last game when you don't
One
have
roster.
rosters and you can't read the numbers. That was even worse.
Yeah, one roster we had, but the other one we didn't. Going back to pass.
Oh,
We
there-
got flags. This looks like it's going to be in the area of holding.
Yeah.
There's a blindside block right there.
So pass
what
was
it is?
incomplete.
We had 2 flags going the same area. We had 3 flags down, maybe. 2 flags down the same area, excuse me.
73 holding.
73 holding. That is Isaiah Shannon for the Lakers of Clayton.
Beanbag on the field anywhere.
You mean like they're placing the ball?
I heard one of the officials say there was like a beanbag on.
Somebody just picked that up. I guess that was a flag. Looked like a beanbag from up here. First down and 20 now. Clayton going the wrong way here. I mean, if I'm George Mason, I'm pretty happy it's still only 8-0.
Oh, I know it. I agree with you right now. Going back, looking
Back,
deep, looking
big
deep, looking
pass
deep.
He's got
Oh,
him. Number
man.
5.
He jumped right in front. I thought it was going to be
Wow.
intercepted, and it went right by him. And
Matthew Faulkner on the catch. That was a 40-yard throw, 50-yard throw. Great pass
I mean,
by Sire.
right after the hiking, I saw that going down the left side. I said, he's going deep. He's going deep.
Great pass by Sire Hardaway. Down the left side. If we had replay, we'd show it to you again, but we don't have replay. So
Yeah, blame Rick on that.
no,
not us.
it was a nice pass. I mean, that's a good.
Oh, I see.
You guys could rewind it and go back and watch it again real quick.
They can rewind it. Good.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you want to see it again, rewind it and have
There
your
you
own
go.
replay.
But they'll miss the current game.
Right.
Yeah, but it's just the extra point.
Just the extra point. They can miss the extra point to see the replay.
Now, Joe, wait.
Yeah, before you call it out, Joe, please.
It's good.
It's good. There you go. There you go.
I always do that, except the last time and the first time. Looking through here, I could see the ball. It looked like it was good.
I watched these broadcasts, Joe.
That's
I've watched these
look.
broadcasts.
I'll look at them, and I tell you
15
what,
to nothing.
I never say
Ohio-
it's good. Oh, wait a minute, he missed
I'll
it.
even tell you the game is Ohio Northern.
You notice that kicker is not a soccer style kicker?
Well,
Yeah,
we
he's
didn't even
not.
play 8 snaps at Ohio Northern.
I think
That was
well,
game
you
was
were at
called.
Ohio Northern for 2 games.
A soccer style kicker.
Oh, it was at there for at the Quaker game. I don't know if we.
15 to nothing.
Surprised he's not wearing a square toe shoe.
So, minute 47 left to go here in the first quarter. Clayton getting ready to kick off. George Mason's got to figure out some offense somehow. I mean, you know, they've got to figure out some offense.
You got to when you watch those, check and see if it's not Rick's voice instead of my voice.
No, I know whose voice it is.
Rick is always saying, "Oh, it's good." And
Now,
I'm
there's one time you did, both of you missed something, and I called it, and I almost sent it called in, but I didn't. I just thought, let it go.
10-yard line. Oh, dropped it.
Dropped. He's going to get tackled right there to 22
Well, it seemed
by
like
number 0, Ken Juan Felton.
Blindside block.
Back here.
Ken Juan Felton is all over the place. Number 32 is down. Jaden Hester.
From behind on that kid that went down there, Steve.
Minute 41. Yeah, Jaden Hester, he got hit pretty hard.
He went like 4 steps and went down.
We got one thing. You look at these rosters, especially the Clayton roster. Look at this; it's all freshmen, sophomore, one junior on that page.
Wow.
On this page, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 juniors. I mean, that's not very many.
No, and it just 2, 3 sophomores.
No seniors.
No, I don't see a senior out
No
there.
seniors. On George Mason,
We put the ball in the 11.
it's a little more spread out there, but it's mainly freshmen. But there's a lot of seniors on George Mason as well.
I'm not sure if he said was this Clayton's first year or
No,
okay.
Replay, all excessive. Laugh out loud.
we're excessive.
Yeah, that's what it is. We don't need no replay.
Oh, long pass and it's overthrown.
You need to hear my voice over and over and over.
Overthrown to Theo Asian down the right side. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. But I like at least they tried something different.
Yes,
know?
yes.
I do like that. I mean,
Well, I don't think earlier they didn't have a lot of time to try the long pass or anything because they went back 1, 2, 3, hit. You know?
oh, I know. So 2nd and 10 now. Let's see what they have up their sleeve this time. Uh-oh.
He's
Oh,
open.
there we
He
go.
caught
Nice
it.
pass
Got out to the
Nice
28-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
by Theo Asan.
One of the commentators is struggling. It sounds like this is his first football game he's ever watched. Not Rick, but the other guy.
Not Rick. Rick's not talking. Rick's over there.
Rick's running the cameras.
Well, we got a basketball announcer doing football, so.
Oh, I'll listen to you.
Listen to it. I think they're talking about you, Joe.
No.
Oh, another. Oh, he
Oh.
dropped it.
I'm not talking.
Theo
I
Hassan.
mean, this is not my game, so I'm just sort of chiming in here and there.
And interrupting all the time. No. 102. 102, 15 to nothing. I like what George Mason's doing right now. They're at least trying to open it up a little bit. And yeah, I assume we're going to see some more blitzing by Clayton.
I like this audience.
Oh, run to the right side. He gets out. He gains about 3. And that was
15.
They're taking it today.
Can't tell his number from here real well. 22.
well,
15. It is 15.
must be. It says 15, doesn't it?
Yep. That's
And
his
you
number.
know what they have for 15 over here?
What?
Nothing. Is it 16 maybe by chance?
Well, he could be one of those players like Ohio State that couldn't join at the beginning of the year. He didn't have his paperwork approved by the NCFA.
3rd and 8.
FA, and so he came in late.
It's 15, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, the receiver turned outside and quarterback threw it inside and miscommunication there.
Yep.
4th and 8, 4th and 7, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, the receiver pulled up and turned around, and he still led him, and a little miscommunication. He was thinking he was going on down the
Oh,
line.
they're out.
14 seconds left in that quarter.
Oh, they're trying to get him to jump.
He did move.
Oh, they called it on the offense. False start.
Well, somebody moved, and that's why the defense jumped up and says, like, hey, he moved, hey, he moved.
Yes, the one who's occasionally chiming in is a rookie commentator, LOL, but we do appreciate the coverage.
Hey, let me
I love it.
You-
Who is that guy so I can send him a card? That's awesome.
The voice.
yeah, you're talking to the voice of Ohio State club football, but you didn't listen to my Ohio State club football game.
Well, you
You
can, though.
heard it.
It's
You
right
would've
there.
heard- you would have heard.
It's
a
right there on Campus
commentator.
Nation. They
You
can go.
They can go back and go back and pull up any of the Ohio State games and listen.
Uh-oh, throwing over his head. It's going back in the
Uh-oh.
end zone. We're going to have another safety. Yep, another
He
safety.
tried to push it out, and he missed the ball, and it didn't go anywhere.
So that's our second safety we've seen tonight. 17 to nothing now, Clayton Lakers. Oh, man, I hate that. Seeing that. At least he did get it out of bounds. You know,
Yes,
because
'cause-
if they jump on it, that's a
Oh, it's
touchdown.
touchdown. That's why he went like that to hit it, and it didn't go nowhere, and they almost pounced on it. Then he hit it again, and it went out of bounds.
17-0. 7 seconds to go, first quarter. Folks, if you're in the area and you've never been to this stadium in Toledo, it's a nice stadium.
It is a nice stadium.
So you can see everywhere. We're clear at the top of this thing, in the middle. And
I mean, compared to Ohio State and some other stadiums, it's small. But compared to
it's nice. Though. I like
smaller,
that.
but compared to smaller stadium, I mean, it's a very nice stadium here.
And the way they have everything decked out up here is really good for their press box and the fans.
Oh, that's a
Oh, it's a
very
short
short kick.
He just called a fair catch.
Yep, he called a fair catch. So Clayton's going to take over on about the
7. Sorry, I'm looking
47. I'm trying to say, well, I want to say 47 or 48.
48,
Yeah,
and I'm
but-
saying 42. 47. I was looking 2 yards off the white lines what I was thinking, and I had that 2 in my mind.
You're
and
all right. You're all right, Joe.
when-
You're
it
all
was
right.
2 yards off the 45, and I thought, and 2 was in my mind.
Oh, wow. Look how far they're playing off, man. If they can just get Harry's coming up. There you go.
Going to be a running back up
Yep.
the middle,
35.
and he's still moving.
He's going to get tackled, gang tackled. Number 8 was in there for the tackle. Darian L. Number 35.
Another player down here comes someone on.
Number 35 on the run was Avon Finley with a nice run down the middle. So that's the end of the first quarter. 17-0, Clayton on top. And to be honest, and I'm not saying this to be mean, it could be 37-0.
You're right.
I mean, Clayton is definitely a dominant team,
Well,
but they've let George Mason hang around. It's still not terrible.
It only takes one, a missed snap, a missed throw,
Right.
and boom, all of a sudden it's 17-7, and we got a ball game.
Right.
Because the way it started, it looked like it was going to be 42-0 at halftime.
So I take it she's getting on you. No comment. I'm not saying a word.
Clayton tried to come in with a spongy ball and kick the extra point. They wouldn't let him bring it in.
Really?
You mean like a nerd ball?
We might have a deflate gate here we're hearing about. 17-0. But Clayton has the ball again, and they've got it on the George Mason 41. 1st and 10.
Here comes the quarterback.
Yep, rolling out to the left, being chased, and looks like he's just going to get out of bounds. And he might have.
He might have even lost a yard.
Yeah, I think he did lose a yard. I think you're right. He was running for his life.
His wife?
Life.
Oh,
Life.
I thought you said he was running for his wife.
I don't know. They didn't give him. They must have got out at the line of scrimmage. They're still saying nope. Now
Nope,
they moved it back.
they moved it
First
back.
and 2nd and 11.
This time it is the 42.
Yeah, 2nd and 11. Run right up the middle. I tell you, he's a load to
quick.
stop. Well, he's not even quick. He's just
Well,
a load.
he got to the hole like that before they,
Yeah.
So he's like a little bowling ball.
Yep, 35. That's Avon Finley. 5'6" freshman, 194 pounds. So 3rd and 1 here. 3rd and 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him get it again right here.
He did get it. He's right up the middle again. And they get him stopped, but he does gain about 6 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 25.
No, he said it's a soft.
Here he comes off.
He's doing a good job for him, that's for sure. Avon Finley. Clayton Lakers. Back to pass.
Look, middle. He's
Going
open.
for it
Oh,
all.
he got it.
Touchdown. Number 1.
He had a receiver open on the 10-yard line, nobody around. I thought that's where he was going to go, and about that time he threw it all the way to the end zone. And
Savion West with the catch from Sire Hardaway. That was pretty. Just watch that thing float over the middle like that.
Yes, sire.
I tell you what, Ohio State's going to have their hands full next week.
This team is quick.
2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks. They're going to have their hands full. That would be a good one to watch.
Got to go to Pennsylvania to watch it.
I know it.
No, you can watch it online.
It'll be online, but not with us. It's with another group.
Yeah.
Extra points up and good. 24-0 now. You just got to figure out how you're going to combat that speed. And I'm not sure how you combat that speed.
Why the hell would you be better running for his wife in the middle of a game? You'd be better off controlling your partner.
That's Joe Davis, folks.
I'm just saying what it sounded like he said.
That's why you wear hearing aids, Joe.
I don't even have them in. That's right.
It tells. It shows.
No glasses in, no hearing aids, no.
I'm up here.
You got your teeth in tonight?
Yeah, I don't ever take them out. They never leave my body.
What never leaves your body?
My teeth.
13-29. Here it goes. Second quarter, 24-0 now. Clayton is good. They're George Mason isn't bad. Just Clayton is so quick.
This is the same guy that doesn't have anything to do with the camera. They said, "Could you change it to the second quarter?"
Way to go, Rick.
Oh,
10, 15, 20,
yeah.
and stop.
That was number one. It looked like McKee Fuller.
That took a whole 5 seconds.
Yeah, well, and come on, see, right now I'm pulling for George Mason just to get down there and get a score.
Oh, I am too. I always pull for the underdog a little bit and trying to get them, trying to make the game closer here.
24.
They act like we have like 16 people running the show here.
You are 16 people, Rick.
I am, I know. Wait till they see the morning show.
We hope you enjoy the broadcast tonight. We do our best. And we are volunteers. So before anybody says cut or pay,
Yeah, it's cut.
it's already cut, yeah.
Oh, I throw out of bounds.
Ball's thrown out of bounds. Yeah, the
And I'm
ball
just
was
trying- and I'm-
intended for Curtis Brooks.
My goal in this game is to bring some humor to this broadcast.
Every time you open your mouth, babe, there you go. 24-0. Second, it should be 2nd and 10. They've still got first down on the down marker. Oh no! He's
Get
right.
rid of the ball. Get
Get
rid of the
out
ball.
of the
Get
end
rid of
zone.
the ball.
He does get rid of it and throws it out of bounds.
Oh, and it's caught by number 5.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Wrong team.
Yeah. I tell you, they scare me when they do that stuff.
I didn't think he was. I mean, he's back by the goal line, and I'm like, get rid of it. So, you're out of the pocket. Get rid of the ball. Don't take a chance in getting. You always try to, I can make something out of this. No, not right then. Just get rid of it.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. At least get a first down. Have they even got a first down yet?
I don't know.
Maybe one.
Probably by penalty.
Oh,
He's
that's
out of
gonna be a
bounds.
flag.
Yeah, no, I thought he was going for his flag. He didn't.
That should have been a flag.
I thought he was a
He's
full
2
step.
yards out of bounds.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't? Looked like he was.
No, he wasn't.
I didn't hear this guy sing.
It was close, but it was fair.
Where's the flag? 4th and 4. Man, I give him a first down. What was he, a step out of bounds? I think he was. Because I had to lean forward to see that. They're going for it?
Ask Joe Davis, he'll know.
Oh, my gosh. Nope, I'm not making
No,
a
they're
statement.
just trying to get him to jump.
They know they're not going for it. Oh, he is going for it.
Oh, my
And he
God.
lost yardage. You're giving him the ball on the 24, 3-yard line. 24-yard line. Oh, my gosh.
Hand off to number 9, Elias Lippincott. And he gets just hammered right there 2 yards before behind the line of scrimmage. That gives Clayton the ball at the 23-yard line of George Mason. I don't understand that.
Hit it immediately.
Yep.
Good defense.
Good defense by George Mason. Yeah. Well, they surely blew that ball dead.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. 35 on the run, Avon Finley. No gain. 2nd and 10. That's one thing it is. We even opened a window that's helping freeze our butts off, and we still can't hear. I can't hear the whistles. Can you hear the whistles?
No.
Yeah, I can't hear them at all. Pass the corner, and it's nope.
Nope, did not catch it.
Almost had it. Number 82, Deshaun Merritt, almost come up with a grab. So now it's 3rd and 11. George Mason gets out of this without any points. That's going to be a little moral victory, if nothing else. Snap back, looking right. Oh, he's going to take off.
He's going to take off. There's nobody out there to slow him down. He's going to get a first down.
He can get close to it. He got about 9, it looked like.
Yeah, I think he stepped out actually before he got to the 23 because the yard marker's a yard off of the.
You mean the 13?
The 13.
Yep. 15-yard line, 4th down. So do you go ahead and just go and kick the field goal here? Go for it. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be like Ryan Day and run the score up on people. You know.
Oh, God.
Hey, there ain't no winning, losing.
Oh, nice tackle.
I tell you what, I think they did stop him.
They did stop him. They did. I tell you what, George Mason.
That was a good defensive tackle. He caught it, and boom, it was hit.
Maybe that'll give him a little bit of inspiration here.
Had to get to 13, and he got to the 15.
Yeah, nice George Mason defense there. A guy caught it, and then bam, right there.
If you're looking for something to pick your team up, right there's one of the things.
That's a good
to do
start.
Right there. It is. That's a good start.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the George Mason Patriots on the 15. So out of all that, they only lost about 8 yards. They were like on the 23, I think, before they gave the ball up. So both teams give it up on downs. It's been an unusual game. 2 safeties, giving it up on downs. Oh.
Yep, no, he threw it away on purpose.
What we got? Yeah, there's a receiver down here.
Yeah, there was a receiver.
They threw it away.
Threw it at his feet.
He was getting rushed. 24-0, 2nd and 10. George Mason with the ball.
Uh-oh. Looked like a miscommunication with the quarterback and the running back right there.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to block them, looking up number 82 or 62, Brandon Green getting ready to give us a little dance there. Did you see that? Oh, yeah, he's doing a little slow step there. That's all right. First game we had the Trump dance, so who knows what we'll get this one.
We had the worm, and he got
penalized
they
did the worm, too. That's right. 3rd down, 11. Uh-oh. Ball's thrown over the head, out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
For number 0. I think they're going to punt this
time.
I
think they should punt, yes.
And they, like you said, they came out of that with no scoring. Gave them the ball in the 23, and they did not score.
They lucked out.
Number 1 for the Lakers is Saban West.
Yeah, we've said that.
I haven't said any names.
I think
Charlie.
I have said that one right. Now, number 1 for George Mason is Mackay Fuller. So maybe they misheard me.
Maybe you.
Maybe
looked at the wrong
they
sheet.
thought they just heard number 1, but usually I've been pretty good on that tonight. Ball's kicked out of bounds. Looks like the Lakers are going to take over at the 38 of George Mason. I will tell you this, you Clayton Laker fans, you've got that's I tell you what, you got a fun team to watch. They are really good. They are really good. And George Mason, I don't think's bad.
The yard marker was starting to go the wrong way there. Had to switch him around.
I don't think. Yeah, I just think right now George Mason is beating themselves too. I mean, they got Clayton doing it, but George Mason isn't helping themselves. Handoff. Number 35, Avon Finley again. What'd you call him? The little bowling ball?
A little bowling ball.
He
That's because I'm an ex-bowling
He
coach.
comes out of the game. Number 19, David Ware, comes back in. We haven't seen Trey Inge for a while. Hopefully he's okay.
Up the middle.
Up the middle with Ware. And he's close to a first down, about a yard short.
Yep, going to go to the 29. Got to get to the 28.
3rd and 1. Here comes Avon Finley back in. Ware goes out. Nope, Ware comes back in. Somebody else went out. So they have them both in the backfield this time. 3 receivers set, and quarterback just takes it and goes up the middle. Little tush push there, Joe.
And that's what they should have did earlier when they had the ball in the half mark yard.
Well, that was George Mason. Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
You know, if you're wanting 1 yard or wanting a foot, you don't start, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage to get 6 inches or a foot.
No, and, all of them do that, which is it makes no sense to me either. 1st and 10, Clayton, the Lakers.
He was open in the end zone. He's open down here.
No, good play
good
by
defense.
Number 4, Curtis Brooks, George Mason. Knocked that ball away.
But he was, just before that, he had broke from him and was open, but the quarterback couldn't see him yet, couldn't get in position.
2nd and 10.
And the defense came back on him in time to stop that play.
Wide receivers spread out on each side. Oh, nice pass, number 5.
Looks like a right receiver screen there, and
I kind of like that play. I tell you though, at first I thought, oh man, he's not looking.
No.
I thought he was throwing it to Finley, and he wasn't.
Threw it over his shoulder.
He was throwing to Matthew Faulkner.
And then Finley blocked for him, which made it, good wide receiver screen. He screened and let him run around him.
So 3rd down and about 4 here. Looking to pass
he
again.
Was open. Almost intercepted.
Broken up again. Oh. They're calling pass
penalty?
Interference on number 4.
Oh, my gosh. I thought
Curtis Brooks.
He had position, and he was going for the ball. And
yeah, that's too bad.
he had the inside route. The ball was coming, and he was playing the ball.
Oh, he's pulling on his jersey. Okay.
Okay. Which I didn't see from this angle from here.
He's telling the ref, well, he's pulling on mine too. Did you see him there? He's going, yeah, he's pulling on mine too. So that's going to make it 1st down and goal.
Going to put the ball at the 5.
Clayton doesn't need any help.
No.
And I think almost you could have called that either way. Handoff number 19.
And he cuts up.
Oh,
good defense.
He gets drilled.
He looked like at the 5 he had touchdown, and at the 2 he hit a brick wall.
Theo Asan, the assassin.
Was that 19 that knocked him, shut him
No,
down?
it was 0
Oh,
that
I
hit
said it.
him.
Oh, 0. I'm looking at the wrong team.
70's down. That is Davion McGill. He's slow to get up.
Number 70, yep. He's up on one knee. A good sign.
Kind of looked like he might have twisted his knee. They're talking to him.
He's standing up, so.
Stop harassing our commentators. Commentators, they are volunteers. It's hard to set up your own broadcast if you care about the name so much. I don't know who this is from.
What'd they say?
Stop harassing our commentators. They're volunteers. You can set up your own broadcast if you care about the name so much.
Yeah. Well, we're doing pretty good. I think we might have messed up on a name
Well,
or two, and if
some-
we did, I'll apologize.
I mean, and I'm not saying this happened. I'm just guessing. Sometimes you look at the wrong. You're thinking this team,
Right.
and you look at this team, and you give one for the
or
wrong team.
if you're the listener too, you hear a number and go, "Well, that's not that guy's name," but yeah, well, we're talking about the other team.
Right. But I've done it where I've looked down at the
I have
the
too.
defender and like, oh, it's
I have too. Like I said, every time we make a mistake, you can take it out of our salary. Here we go.
man of motion.
2nd and goal. Rolls right. Oh, wide open
Wide.
in the end
There's
zone.
nobody with him or around him.
Yeah, number 0, Kenwan Felton. He's good on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no one there. Now, wait a minute.
What? They're putting the ball down for.
No, I was looking. Is it 0 or 8? It's 8. I apologize. It's 8. Pacer Kincaid. Pacer Kincaid with that catch. Looked like 0 for a minute up here. 30-0. Now 31-0.
31. And now you know why Ken One sounds so good on both sides of the ball, huh?
Well, yeah, I think he probably is.
He still is. I
Because
think,
Ken
yes.
Wan plays. Let's see.
Right here.
No, yeah, I'm looking on the wrong side. What's he play? Let's see.
Wide receiver.
Linebacker.
No. He's a wide receiver. No, he's linebacker. You're right. Huh?
7-11. Let them know there's 7-11 left in the second.
7-11 left in the second quarter.
Sounds like it's time to get. Sounds like it's time to go get a drink somewhere.
It's time to go to the 7-Eleven.
Get a big slushy. There you go.
Isn't that the beer
31-0.
Beer frame.
Is that the what?
Is that the beer frame?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So they're getting ready to kick off Clayton Lakers. Yeah, short kick.
Yeah, very.
Comes up to the 24 to get it.
Oh, got an opening. Got an opening.
Makes it out to the 50. And he's going to get bound up there about the 44 or 43. Gets down to the 43-yard line. That was a nice return.
Nice return. Yes, a nice return. He had some speed, hit a hole, and then after they golfed that up, he still made like another 7 or 8 yards after that.
That's Theo Asan, number 0.
Great job, commentators from Georgia.
Y'all.
We got funny people in
Thank
the
y'all.
audience today.
We all trying to do our best.
Jimmy Carter's my hero. There you go.
I like good humor.
All right.
They are. It's all lighthearted. They're giving it back to them.
Now we just need some
There goes
Billy Beer. Going out of bounds on the left, number 9 is
Lippincott.
Yeah, Elias Lippincott. Oh, I know. I sound like a hick. I don't care.
Lippincott.
6:39 here to go in the second quarter.
Good push.
You can push, but you can't pull.
Is that?
2nd and 9. Let's get a score here, George Mason. Let's do something.
Yes. we are on the move. This is the best they've done. And number 9 had a nice run there for a second.
8 seconds
Lippincott.
on the clock.
He's their main runner.
Get rid of
give
it.
it to give it to
Throw it
Lippincott.
to him. Yeah, he's right there. Lippincott gets the pass, and it's funny because number 0, Kenwan Felton, he felt that one.
Yeah.
Lippincott said, "Here, son." Knocked old Kenwan to the
Remember,
ground.
the voice did not say that one.
What? That was funny. See, Rick even laughed.
And when Rick laughs, it's weird.
Looks like Clayton's got their second string quarterback throwing downstairs.
3rd down and 1.
Maybe he's just keeping warm.
Going back to back. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. He gets it thrown away.
Ooh, nice.
Number 6,
He's saying, hey, I was trying to catch that pass. He was
Basie Hazan's like,
Pushing on me.
where's the penalty, ref? I mean, he's all over me. I didn't put him on today. 4th and 1, and I'm sure they're going to go for it. Yeah.
here. Now, here's where, again, I would get under center to take this if I'm going to go 1
Yeah,
yard.
just do the tush push.
But, see, we're going to get it at least 4, if not 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage to make 1 yard.
Maybe he'll roll out.
Timeout. Timeout called by
Number 15.
George Mason. Yeah, they're saying 15 on the timeout. And honest to God, folks, 15 is a quarterback for George Mason. And the numbers go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Seriously.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, they could have 10 fives, only can have 1 in the game.
Right, but what we're saying is number 15's in the game, and we
15's
don't
their
have him.
quarterback,
We
and
don't
he's
have
not even
him.
on the list. I mean, you think you'd have your quarterback on the list.
If anybody is watching the game and listening to us
Yeah,
and
tell
knows
us who number
George
15
Mason's
is.
15, let us know who he is.
They seriously don't have him on the roster.
That's that young man right there in the green shirt.
What-
What's number 15's name?
The quarterback for you guys. Who? Tez what?
Tasmania?
Tez you?
First name or last name, Tez?
Tez throws it out to the left. Hey, they got a first down. Give it up for them. All right.
Man, that was a dangerous play to play for 1 yard,
Yep.
too. It was. Ooh, almost
pass
intercepted,
out
almost
to
stopped.
Theo Asan. No. Tez, though. We got Tez. That's more than nothing. Tez.
So if anybody listening knows who Tez is, give us
I
his
tell you, I
full name.
like Theo Asan, Theo the assassin. That's what I call him.
His name is Tez. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. What's the last name? Or is
Late in the season, they said.
he just a one name guy like Prince or what?
That's it.
Yeah, Oprah Prince or what?
Like Cher.
Cher, Prince, Oprah.
Elvis.
We got Tez. There is an Elvis on one of these teams tonight. Or that was the earlier game. 31-0.
Well, Elvis earlier
4:37.
and Tez now. Yeah, he
They
does
got-
have wheels.
George Mason. Bernhardt. Tez Bernhardt.
Tez Bernhardt.
Well, we're going to call him Tez because that's what he goes by, it sounds like. Bernhardt. That's what I was thinking the same thing. That's scary.
What's that?
Hopefully he's not related to Sarah Bernhardt.
Oh,
Back to pass. Oh, just take off.
take
just
off.
run
You got a
it.
blocker.
Just
You
run
had a
it.
blocker in front of you.
I got a
Good
wide
catch.
open receiver.
Good
They're going to be touchdown.
Yes. I'm looking back to make sure no yellow things on the field.
And that was Theo Asan, the assassin.
Another player down.
And that one's for Clayton. Theo, the assassin, Asan with the touchdown. 31-6.
Well, at 4:25 before halftime gave them some hope. You know, again, a fumble or anything here, can give them the ball back and possibly score again.
Well, that gives them some life. They scored. I'm happy that they scored. What's that? Wake Up Wilmington. Yeah, Wake Up Wilmington, guys, every morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Wilmington Community Broadcasting. And if you think we're funny here, oh, boy, you need to tune in there sometime, even if you are from Georgia or wherever.
Georgia.
Yeah.
You got to say Georgia.
I should start singing that. Georgia.
Georgia.
Oh, jeez. The whole night through. All right. Hell, we got a player down for Clayton. Can't tell you the number because he's being blocked out right now for us. I'm surprised they don't have any, like, EMS here.
They're supposed to have,
Yeah, what now we can do this. Oh, on the lane.
Oh, good. Just do it quiet.
352 West Lane Avenue, Columbus, Ohio. Wood-fired pizza. We take pride in our pizza. Everything is freshly picked and made from scratch, right in front of you in our restaurant. It's a must when you stop in. Appetizers, salads, wraps, subs, boneless and regular wings.
Looks like 41.
Pizza. Good place to eat. I've been there.
Brian Bennett Jr. looks like is the injured Laker.
And we'll be there on December 2nd for the for the Buckeye sports show for the club team. And we're going to have them talk about what it takes to be on a club team and what is a club. If you go to college, what is a club? What do you have to do to start a club, be a club, and stay on the club? It's going to be interesting.
So, extra point coming up here for George Mason. Hamza Ali. Let's kick the extra point. Albert Constable the seventh.
He looks like a small guy too.
Albert Constable the seventh is holding. Gets the hold down.
Ooh,
it was
blocked.
Blocked.
I was getting ready to say it looks like it almost blocked, and he was blocked.
Blocked by number 1, Savion West. So 31-6. Oh, thank you. It goes back to just the speed, you know. Oh, that wouldn't work for me. But thank you. Did you bring more stuff? You're the man.
If you need to, does mine take that? Does yours take that?
I think I'm okay.
I'm at 96, so if you want to plug it up a little bit.
I'm 67 still.
No,
I'm all right. All right, 425. If we get out of the broadcast early here, it's because they just brought pizza and pop back. Yeah.
Oh, guess what? I missed most of the pizza earlier. I had one slice, so I had one slice. I had one slice.
You don't have to yell it.
I'd like to know who ate my 6 slices of pizza because I had one.
I've had 2.
I had one small slice.
Yes.
Yeah, you both had 2, and I had 1. Rick saying I had 6. You don't know how to count, Rick. That shows you went to Beaver Creek High School because he don't know how to count.
31-6. And George Mason getting ready to kick off.
It's for an onside.
There it comes. Boom. And it gets down to about the 19, and it's being returned there by number 8 of Clayton.
He broke 3 tackles.
Yeah, number 8, that is Pacer Kincaid again, who scored the last touchdown. Joe is after the pizza. What are you doing, running people over, Joe?
I reckon you're going to blame that on me, too.
Of course we are. Hey, he was like getting in the way.
We got even the Toledo people picking on Joe. That's great. 31-6. Clayton with the ball. They have it at about the 32 of Clayton. 83 goes in motion out to the right. handoff, to 35 Avon Finley, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to make it 2nd and 6. Just under 4 to play here. Looks like they made a substitution change, so you got to give the defense a chance. They didn't make any change, so we're going on. Handoff again to Avon Finley. He gets wrapped up, though. Gets wrapped up by number 60, Matthew LeClaire. Oh, you know he won't. Matthew LeClaire on the stop. 3rd down and about 4 now. Again, split on each side, 2 on each side. Oh, almost had him. Pass, turn, and it's incomplete. Incomplete.
His foot was on the line. Foot was out of bounds when he caught it.
Incomplete. Caught the ball. Everything looked good except his right foot was on the line. So that's going to make it 4th and 4. 3:03 here to go, 2nd quarter.
You notice Clayton's sideline mannerisms of players coming off the field? They're like being very depressing rather than.
Yeah, I can't hardly see him most of the time. Well, we got timeout. Timeout, Clayton. They seem a little bit disorganized.
Yeah.
These guys are running after the pizza like rabid wolves. Scary. Scary, scary, scary. They've left me, folks. I'm here by myself. But that's all right. 3:03, 31-6. Clayton with the timeout. That is their 2nd. They have 1 left. George Mason has 2 left. These guys have made some trips to get here to Toledo, but I tell you, it is a nice place. It's a nice setup they have here at the Glass Bowl. And we're getting ready to get started here again. 4th and 4. Looks like Clayton's going to punt. They're set up to punt. Ball's back. Oh, almost blocked. Number 11 almost blocked it for George Mason. That's Nasir Williams. Oh, thanks, sir. All right. We got the good pizza this time. Pepperoni on this one. So, 2:48. George Mason scored on their last time down the field. Let's see if they can do it again.
The commentators should take a free pizza picture and put it on the comments, except that this is not Owen Mullane's pizza. FC Columbus. We're Toledo.
This is good old Domino's. Handoff. Going to the left side, but he's running back. There he got out there a little bit. That's number 9. Elias Lippincott. Ended up gaining about 4, it looked like. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Clock's still running. I thought he ran out of bounds. Got 2 spread out each side. Oh, he's running on his own. That is Tez Bernhardt. Tez Bernhardt picks up the 1st down. I like that. 2-minute timeout. 31-6. George Mason is on the move. Joe has left the building. 31-6. It'd be nice to see him get another score before halftime.
After the basketball games, Joe's all over trying to find someone that'll listen to him.
He's really working hard on that pizza up there.
Up there? Oh, I'm sure he is.
I don't know where he found the plate, but he
31-6. I think he might have had his own plate.
It's the one I had earlier. I kept it.
Uh-oh. Well, they got rid of it. He's wide open out here on the right side. That's Lippincott. He picks up about 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for George Mason. Ended up like a screen. I'm surprised they didn't have too many, like somebody downfield that shouldn't have been there. That play took a while to set up. 31-6. 2 people over in motion on the left. Oh, pass down the field here. Oh. Theo Hassan wanting a penalty, but there wasn't enough there for a penalty. Third and
long two.
yep, 2.5, somewhere in there. Minute 16. Ball's on the 45.
He's grabbing him on his left shoulder.
Uh-oh, here we go. We're going deep again. And, should have been intercepted by number 3, but Charles Gordon couldn't bring it in. So now we are 4th and 2. George Mason still has 2 timeouts left. I wonder if they're going to use one here.
But it really looked like he just had his hand on his shoulder. I don't know if he had the hand.
Yeah, I don't think it was enough for a penalty.
In my life heard commentators eating while they're calling the game.
Hey, this is our pay, the pizza.
They didn't hear Rick when we was up at Ohio West.
Uh-oh. Oh, thrown away. That's not good. So they're going to give the ball back over to Clayton with great field position. A minute 5 left to go before halftime. Clayton will have the ball, first down 10 on the 45 of George Mason. It's hiked back. Looking around to the right. Number 12's in there for the quarterback for Clayton. That's Elijah Burrell. He's a 5'11 freshman. It's going to be 2nd and 19. Oh, they're also going to take a knee here for the last 20 seconds. So that's going to be the end of the first half. Clayton Lakers 31, George Mason Patriots 6. And we will be back in probably about 15 to 18 minutes. We're going to take the halftime off, and we'll see you on the return side.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Dylan Brown. I am a student at the University of Toledo, and I am the the founder of the club football team here at the University of Toledo.
Tell us how you got started.
So it started my sophomore year back in 2019. I had read a news article about Ohio State, actually. Their club team was ranked #1 in the country at the same time as the varsity team. So then I was like, oh, well, what's club football? This sounds like a pretty cool deal. So I did some research on what club football was, reached out to Coach Grego from Ohio State, watched your guys' broadcast of their games on Campus Nation.
And you liked him, right?
Of course. They were great. And then I talked to the director at the time of the NCFA and as well as Oakland University. And between those three sources kind of helped me put a plan together of how to start a team here at UT. And then we just did a lot of fundraising, found coaches. Didn't get to play our first year because of COVID in 2020, so then we started our first season in 2021. And then last year was our first time hosting these playoffs here in the Glass Bowl.
How much does it cost a player to play in the club team?
So we try to keep it as low as possible with the help of fundraising, sponsors, things like that, and some money we get from the university. So each of our guys right now pay $125 into it to play.
Which isn't that bad compared to what it could be.
Yeah, that's actually even less than
They have to buy their own helmet?
They do not anymore. So they used to buy some of their own equipment back in our first year, second year. Ever since third season, we've been able to buy our own year after year, build it up until now. We pretty much have we have enough to supply to each of them. They sign it out at the start of the year, sign it back in at the end of the season. So it's kind of built itself up over time from those early days, and now we've gotten to a pretty solid place.
To be in the club, what's it take as far as grades and?
So it's the same as what it is for the NCFA as a whole. You have to have a 2.0 GPA, and then you have to be in 6 credit hours.
And how much, 6 credit hours, that's the other question I was getting ready, then you threw that in there. How much do you have to be taking to be on the club team? So 6 credit hours?
Yeah, which that equates to only 2 regular classes, which isn't too much at all.
No. And how many days a week do you guys practice?
So we usually practice 2 to 3 days a week. We use the Fetterman Indoor Center. It's actually in the distance from where we're at. It's a very nice indoor field.
Does that got that rubberized field or whatever in there?
Yeah, it's got a turf field just like this, just a shorter. It's an 80-yard field.
Okay.
Indoors, which
but
is very nice.
It's good for practice, yes.
Oh, yeah. We used to practice outdoors on one of our
practice
outdoor.
punting in there?
Yeah, actually, it's got a high ceiling, so we're able to.
That's cool.
He can't maybe launch it fully.
Right.
If he goes too hard up in the air, it's going to hit the ceiling. But we're usually able to practice punting pretty well in there, no problem. He just aims a little further out.
That sounds good. Well, we wanted to hear a little bit about the how you guys got started.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you listening to us and saying that we did a good job and inspired you to start a program up here. We like that.
Oh, yeah. No, it was great you guys were able to help me get a look at what club football was, being able to watch Ohio State's games against other teams, kind of giving me an idea. And then when our early days, when I'm reaching out to guys, telling them what it is, I have a link right there to show them, hey, this is what club football is. So having that out there for free for people to see, to get an idea of what it was definitely something that helped me at the beginning. So,
All right. Well, thank you a lot,
Yeah.
and we appreciate it.
thank you.
All right, we're back. It's getting ready to start the third quarter. 31-6. Clayton is up, and they will receive to start the second half. They deferred till the second half. George Mason getting ready to kick off. We're ready to roll. And short kick again. Received about the 29-yard line. Uh-oh. Got through a little bit.
Boom.
84. He's
Oh,
still
he's still
going.
going.
Still going. Missed tackles. That's Clinton Rafe.
Guys hit them, but they don't wrap them, and
Right.
they bounce off of it, and
Clinton Rafe
keep going.
with a return. He's a 5'10 freshman. Sire Hardaway back out for Clayton at the quarterback position. 1st and 10, about the 48. Pass out here to the outside to 84. Clinton Rafe, and he gets about 3-4 yards. Going to be 2nd and 6.
I mean, after he caught the ball, they did a good job of zeroing in on him and not letting him get any more distance other than what he got when he caught the pass.
Yeah, because that was a quick hitter. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was a quick hitter, and he caught it, but they stopped him immediately. So they did a good job there.
hand off to number 19. He's going to get stopped
gonna
behind the line of scrimmage.
So George Mason
David Ware.
come back to life here starting the second half.
They're going to show him for 3rd and 8 now.
They can stop him here. They might get the ball back.
We're drunk on Sprite. That's right. 3rd and 8. Dallas. They're called the Cowgirls or something? Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Of course, the way the Cowboys are playing, you can't tell the cheerleaders from the team.
Oh, rush.
Number 2.
Good
Pass
defense.
to number 1. Savion West, but no gain.
You know, got him right back to the line of
Sire
scrimmage.
Holloway did a nice job avoiding the rush, but then got the ball out. And
It was 3rd and 8. Now it's 4th and 8.
72 looks like he's hurt a little bit coming off the field. Justin Jones. Well, that's good. 32. Jaden Hester into the game.
Got one man back deep about the 15-yard line.
Kicks
Short.
up.
Short.
That's going to spin toward the sideline and about the
that.
27.
Yeah, about 27-yard line.
Down by Deshaun Merritt.
I think they're going to mark it at the 28.
So, 1st down and 10 now for George Mason. Let's see if they've made any halftime adjustments and can come down and get a score here.
Well, if their offense can get perked up like their defense just got perked up coming out of the second half, maybe they can get down the field and put some points on the board.
Tez Bernhardt quarterbacking. Gets the ball, throws it out to the right.
Nice
Oh,
block.
nice move by number 9.
Got a first down.
1st down. That's Elias Lippincott. Elias Lippincott, yeah, had a nice move. I thought he could have almost lost yardage on that.
Yeah, well, it started, but when the defender came out and had a nice block right there,
Yep.
got him around the corner. That's what they hoped to do when they started, and Clayton was in the backfield, but now they're playing a little more inspired right now. Oh, he had open if it came this side.
Oh, see, I'd just like to see him take off.
I
and
think
run
right there he should have just taken off.
because he was close to being on the other side of the line of scrimmage anyhow.
He was right there, and there was a big open. I mean, he had 6-7 yards before he was going to be contacted. So take the gain. Oh, we got a player down again.
Yep, I couldn't tell if it was 55 or 65.
Well, can't tell. I think it's 6. I think the first number is 6. I saw him roll over there. I can't see his other number, but I saw 6.
Well, if you think it's 65, that's Kevin De La Cruz. Look like he's grabbing a hold of his back. Probably has some cramping in the back. going to be 2nd and 10 when play resumes.
It's cold down on the field, so
It's cold up here.
yeah, we got a window open right above us. Huh?
Yeah, but it's cold. Look.
That's open up there, Rick. And it's cold air coming down on us.
Yeah, it is.
Cold air doesn't come down. What's he talking about?
So that is number 55 coming off the field, William Tyler.
What? Oh, my God.
William Tyler was the hurt Laker.
Was it 65?
Nope, 55.
Oh, 50. I looked like a 6 for sure when I looked down there.
Well, when they're laying down like that, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
2nd and 10, pass.
Oh,
It's way
threw
over
it.
his head, though. Way over his head. They tried to get the ball out to Theo Assan, the assassin.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 on the 40. Need to get to midfield for the first down. Oh, no, he just held on to
held
it
on
way
too long, and
too long.
then he started to go right. Whoa, there's a defender, and he started to go left. Oh, there's a defender, and,
Yeah.
and they're coming from right and left. But he held on it so long that he couldn't even get rid of it.
That was about a 13-yard loss. That's going to be like 4th and 23. Yep, Tez Bernhardt just got caught, nowhere to go. And, you know, the couple times he's run, he's done a good job.
Oh, he's done a good job in it, but a couple times he stopped before he needed to stop.
Yep.
They weren't forcing him to stop. And
So George Mason back to punt.
I thought he started to run the ball.
Left-footed punter. Eight was a return guy. He got about 10, 15 yards up the right side. That was Pacer
I
Kincaid.
kept looking out just in case there was a flag, but there was nothing thrown. So 31-6, 11 minutes to go in the third quarter.
It's going to be first down at about the 44 of George Mason. First down 10, 44 George Mason. Clayton with the ball.
Let's see if George Mason can play as good a defense on this drive as they did last one and stop him again.
Two out on each side. Moving 19 around in the backfield, David Ware. Hand off to Ware. He gets about 5, 6, heading up the middle. It's going to be 2nd and 4. And Clayton's going quick. They're already lined up. George Mason's looking around like, oh, we're not ready yet. Number 19,
Just
David
over
Ware again.
Get just over the 35 to the 34. It's going to be a first down.
They're
Just
calling
enough.
it, yep, calling it first down. Back into the game comes the bowling ball, Avon Finley.
What's this signal?
It's a substitution for the offense.
Okay. Because I see them do that and then turn, so that's mean they sub. You get
Letting them know that they can sub
right.
defend the offense.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Pass out to the left side.
Oh, nice defense.
Almost could have broke it.
He just as he started to break it, the defense came up from behind and made a great stop. Is that number 2?
Number 5, Matthew Faulkner with a catch, and Martez. No, there's the quarterback. He should be number 5. Anderson Lovelace with the the tackle out there. Pass over this side.
Oh, he let him go. Stepped
Still
out.
going.
Stepped out at the 9 or 8 right there.
Pass. I thought that was going to be intercepted.
I did too at first. When they threw it, I thought I could see the guy coming up. I thought he was going to intercept it.
Man, they're right back up on the line immediately.
They are. Got down to the 5-yard line. Maybe pulled him over the 5-yard line when he
It's
tackled
going to be
him.
about 2nd and goal here.
This is one where he hit him before and then pulled him over the 5-yard line to bring him down.
2nd and goal. At about the 4.
Close to the 4, yeah.
Hardaway scanning the field. He's got 4 receivers out there. Where's the back? He just keeps moving him backside. Yeah. Up, looking to pass. And in the end zone.
Touchdown.
It's caught by number 84, Clinton Rafe. So that makes it 37-6.
See, the key on that, him letting them substitute like that.
Joe.
What?
He lets them substitute like that.
Yeah.
Once he gives them the opportunity, then he turns and he goes away, and they come back and they want to substitute. He doesn't protect them.
Okay.
'Cause if they let
Oh, blocked. It's picked up by number 1. He runs in the end zone, but then we've got a flag also. So blindside block, personal foul.
Going to give him the 2 and enforce it on the kickoff.
Andy Lovelace is hurt. He's not even playing, for your information.
That's just the number we had.
that's who scored.
Yeah. Well, that.
Hey, you did a great job.
Tell him he's up in the press box with us.
Hey,
Yeah, he just told us he's up here in the press box with us.
yeah, he wanted his name
He
mentioned
just
on
wanted
there.
his name mentioned, and we told him we'd do it.
Well, let me say that again. Let's see. Anderson Lovelace in for the block. No, it's good. It's good.
Hit and went
Yeah,
through.
Hit
That
the
hit
goalpost. Yeah, it did.
and then angled through.
No, it was actually tipped.
Was it tipped at the line?
Well, it also hit the goalpost.
I tell it was a low kick.
Oh, that's number 5. We got 3 number 5s, which one of them I just figured out is the quarterback. So we're going to mark him out. Anderson Lovelace is up here with us. And
He just wanted his name on the broadcast.
Al Namashi.
Well, he's got his name mentioned. That's $5 by being named on the broadcast.
He's running the camera for
George Mason. Right?
I'll
George
let you
Mason.
go if you get a Diet Mountain Dew over here.
38-6. 8:19 to go, third quarter.
So it's a 32-point lead.
That's when we have 3 number 5s.
that's number 15.
No, number 15 is a quarterback, but on here he's listed.
Number 5.
Yeah,
Well, they
yeah,
should have put a
he's
1 in
list-
front of it. Put a
He's
1.
listed as the number 5, and he's number 15. Talk about us being drunk. Whoever put these damn things together, that's who was drunk. Jiminy Christmas. Plus, like I said, they got it about a Pica
kick.
2-point font.
Caught it to 20, 30,
Oh, he's still going on his feet.
32.
That's number 0. That's Theo Asan, the assassin.
Asan the Assassin.
He's having a hard time getting up. There we go. He's up. So it's going to be first down, George Mason, at about the 32-yard line, their own 32.
The other one I see officials doing is.
On the 4th down,
Okay, what's that mean?
don't kill the clock. Don't be a quick whistle and have an inadvertent whistle.
Okay.
Because if if it's fumbled, it's still live. Or there's just different situations where guys would
8-12.
kick it,
Right.
especially a field goal.
George Mason
You don't have to blow it if they
Right.
with the ball.
screw it up, then you're really in bad shape.
Tried to run right up the center and nothing there. That's number 23. Hamza Ali.
It'll be 2nd and 10.
I'm really impressed with the back official, Nate,
Yeah.
how smart he really is. He's watching everything. He doesn't even want to work the wings. He always wants to be a back judge.
Good. I mean,
The back judge sees more than most officials.
Snap, throw out to the
Oh,
right,
overthrew him.
overthrown. Yeah.
if he threw it a little sooner and got him.
They tipped it.
Oh, they did tip it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there was a previous one that he ran it in.
Oh, okay, so it is 38.
Yeah, it bounced off the left one and went through.
Yeah, it was good. 3rd and 10.
The one
Oh,
blocked, he
oh.
ran it in and then got called back for a blindside block.
Okay, so they got to do it over.
Yes.
3rd and 10. Let's see if George Mason can get it first time. Just run it.
Oh,
Just
he
take
start-
off. Just go. Go.
Go.
There we go.
Well, he started to go, and then there was when he went to take a step to the right, there was a
Tez
defender.
Bernhardt. That's what he needs to do more of.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he got the first down, 3rd and 10. Even halfway through his run, it like he wanted to give up.
He looked like he was in a house of mirrors. He started to go one way and stopped, and go the other way and stopped. And it's,
1st and 10 on the 45 of George Mason. Doing a lot of jostling at the line is Clayton. Uh-oh, he's on the run again. He needs to get rid of it. He does get rid of it, and there's a receiver out there. Going to be 2nd and 10. At least he didn't take the sack that
no,
time.
yeah, got rid of it. A lot of times, if the rush is coming this side and you get around this side, there's nobody else over here, and then you can take off running.
Having problems back home, I think New Vienna, Martinsville, Leesburg, they're out of power.
Oh, wow.
No power.
Down my old home stomping grounds.
So here we go, 2nd 10.
Right here.
There, just take
Oh,
off.
he should have.
Just
He should have.
run. Just run. He still got his balance.
Throw it away.
Oh, my gosh.
But if he'd have took off running, there was look at that
He-
open spot
I
there.
know,
He
had-
could have ran 15 yards
He
before
could've
anybody
got,
got to him.
uh-oh. Why we got a flag here?
Personal. I
Oh,
mean,
intentional grounding.
ground. See,
That ball didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
but if he'd have thrown it earlier, huh?
The ball didn't get to the line of scrimmage.
The ball has to get to or beyond the line of scrimmage.
Right. But if he'd have thrown it earlier toward one of his people and threw it at their feet, you're okay. And so back here when he first started running, look at one of your receivers and throw it at their feet, get rid of the ball, and he kept it, and then threw it out of bounds, but didn't get to the line of scrimmage. So
2nd and 10 now goes to a 3rd and 27. Hug. Third and 27.
I remember when Woody Hayes would punt right here and catch the team off guard and get the ball way back there.
Ball's in the air.
Oh, got it.
Almost caught. No, he
didn't catch
dropped
it.
it.
Oh, it came out. Darn, that would have got him back to
Number
11 yards.
4, yeah, that was Curtis Brooks. So I would assume we're going to be punting.
'Cause
In
right-
this game, you can't assume anything.
No, and right now, if he punts, he may not even make it to where they would have had a first down. And if it could have got at least back up there, he could have got the ball down the field more.
Right. He almost come up with that catch. I mean, it was right there.
Yeah, I thought he had it, and then all of a sudden you saw the ball
Yeah.
popping out.
39 coming in the last second.
Here's number 28 running in from the side.
Oh, he's just going to keep. Oh, no. Here we go
How
again.
many times has this happened today?
Oh, he's going to throw it. Oh, intercepted. And it's touchdown, Clayton. Ball went over the punter's head. He turns around. They're kicking it out of bounds and taking the safety. He fires it downfield, which there was a receiver there.
Yes.
But the Clayton player come in front of it.
You were
caught
hoping
it.
the worst case scenario is he'd throw it toward that guy, they'd knock it down, and they'd get the ball here.
Right.
Instead,
It's
they got a touchdown.
44-6.
Now we'll probably see a running clock.
44-6.
Uh-oh, no good.
No good.
I didn't think that was good, but I wasn't going to say it until.
Shot it over to the right.
Sure. I did. I went, uh-oh, but I watched the officials before I said no good.
Weren't you glad you learned that tonight?
Oh, Rick is so smart.
I told you that earlier.
Yeah. I'm the one that told Rick, I watched the officials, Rick. I watched the officials.
44-6. That's why you're getting B 44-6.
Yeah.
Come on, Anderson.
If you were out there, things would be different, right? No.
Anderson Lovelace, one of the George Mason players up here. He's giving us a little color tonight. All right. I guess somebody in the fans is going hut, hut, hut like that, trying to draw teams offside. Can't be doing that. Oh, a little knobber kick over here to 23.
Oh, he had a couple blockers.
Oh, 23.
I think if he had turned up just a couple yards before that, he had blockers, and then he kept on going right, and ran outside his blockers.
Hamza Ali. So it's going to be first down and 10.
They're about where they were a while ago.
Yeah, about the 43-yard line of George Mason on their own 43.
And that's about where they were when they end up going way back there and then end up hiking the ball over the punter's head.
44-6. Got a separate team meeting out on the other side, huddling up.
Keeping warm.
George Mason with the ball, going back to pass.
He's open.
He's wide open down the field. And he's still running.
At number 6.
That's number 6. That is Basil Hassan.
Basil.
You say Basil, I say Basil. Let's just call the whole thing off. There you go. 44-6. First down and 10, George Mason.
On the move. This is as good as their offenses look. Keep going, guys.
I don't know who moves slower, me or the chain gang over there. These guys are pokey. Oh, almost intercepted, but it's caught.
Oh, man, he got clotheslined.
Catch was made by number 17.
When he took off, he thought, I got an
Fields.
opening. And about that time, the guy put his arm under his throat and pulled him down. And if you're watching and you want to know what clothesline was, that was it.
Yep. 2nd and 8.
Ball from the, 33?
Trips out to the left, one to the right. Here we go.
Oh. Gosh. Oh, at least got back up the line of scrimmage, and he gained a couple. So took something of a loss to gaining a couple yards. Or are we back to the original line of scrimmage?
The assassin. No, he got
no, that's
couple yards.
That's where he was.
I'll show you some. So this is
Okay.
the officials.
Right.
This is who they're looking at.
Each official's okay.
He's looking in. But if there's trips out here,
3rd 8.
this is how they're handling the players, where they're going. That's their main priorities.
Right. That's like basketball official. You know, everybody thinks you're looking at the whole thing. But you're not looking at ball all the time. You're looking at your area.
Tez Bernhardt. Last one was snapped over his head, and they were lucky to get a gain on that play. He got it and got it over to the assassin, Theo Hassan.
He's there.
Pass.
Oh, and he was wide open.
Yeah, he
Did he
caught
caught
it.
it?
Yeah.
All right. Should be a first down then.
Yep, nice play. Throw
Well,
to number
It was
6.
a great catch because that
Basil
ball,
Hassan.
he was wide open in the ball. He cut that ball down
Yeah,
at his
it
knees
was a
or below.
shoestring catch,
Yes.
yeah. 1st and 10,
That's-
ball on the
Those
25.
are the ones hardest to hit. Is the one that's wide open, nobody around.
George Mason declined going with a running clock.
Oh wow! Why are
Timeout.
Well, that's good. They think they're still in the game, and that's good.
When Clayton gets another touchdown and a field goal,
they can change their mind at any time, right?
There's no running clock right now because when you make the playoffs, the coaches got to agree. And George Mason doesn't want a running clock yet.
Well, they're moving the ball right now. I can see a little. You know, it's still third quarter. They're trying to have a little hope left in their season. So, but when it's 6-44, and you've had 3 quarters, almost full 3 quarters and you've got 6 points, it is kind of hard to keep motivated in
Well,
that.
and maybe he's thinking, yeah, we'll get through the third quarter and then go,
Right.
We really don't know what he's thinking. This will be their last game tonight, so
that's their option in
yeah,
Yep.
this will be their last game. So maybe he just doesn't want to cut it short for him.
Hey, they come a long way to play this game.
Yeah,
They came a long way. They deserved to have 4 quarters if they wanted.
1st and 10, back to pass, going off
Going
for
the end
all
zone,
of it
going the
at
end zone. Oh, thought he was. I mean, he was there. I mean, he had his man beat. He just overthrew
Overthrows.
him by 3
all,
yards.
all those passes over 15, 20 yards, he tends to overthrow.
Yeah.
Tez Bernhardt with the pass, but he had a guy, and the guy had a step, but
Getting the timing right now is they're having a big trouble. If he can go out and throw to the guy that's standing on the 20, he can throw it to him. But when it's running down the sidelines and he's got to throw it over the defense to get it to him, he has a trouble.
that's not easy to do.
No, it's not. But I'm saying that's where he's having his problems right now.
He's rolling right.
He threw that away.
He just threw that away.
Now, again, nobody was open, and this player here ran and just stood there with the defender standing right beside him, and that guy had 2 guys on him going down the sideline, so he had nobody open.
Right.
And then when this guy decided to run down the sidelines, it was like too late. He didn't have time.
Right.
If your
3rd down and 10.
If your quarterback's running out, and he's not open, standing there doesn't help him. You've got to run somewhere. You've got to get yourself open. Yeah.
3rd and 10. Tez.
Oh,
We got a flag
we got a
now.
couple flags. I think we're going to have
Several
holding.
flags.
I think we're going to have holding. I don't know if it's pass interference or holding, but I think
Defense number 3. So that'd be Charles Gordon.
depends if the ball is in the air or not, if it's going to be a hold or
Still going to be
or pass
automatic
interference.
first down.
Moving the ball to the 15-yard line.
It's going to be first down.
On the 15-yard line. They can get another first down inside the 5.
Handoff this time, but going nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
He got back about a step over the 15, and I think they're just going to put it back on the 15.
They don't realize we go to New York to our ref up here in the,
yeah. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
10. Yeah, take a running back, run him out, hit him on the run where he's moving, and see if he can get down at least to a first down.
Timeout. It's going to be their first timeout of the second half.
Yep,
George Mason.
Both teams have 2 left.
Yep, Tez Bernhardt.
2nd down, 10 to go. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Who's sponsoring this tonight?
Tonight, sponsoring us is on the Lane, 352 West Lane Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, Wood-Fired Pizza. We take pride in our pizza. Everything is freshly picked and made from scratch right in front of you in the restaurant. It's a must when you stop in. Appetizers, salad, wraps, subs, boneless and regular wings, and lots of pizzas. On the Lane, right across from the Ohio State campus.
44-6. We'll see what happens when it gets to the 4th quarter. We'll see if they want to go to the continual clock then.
Yeah, and they may say, let's just get to the 3rd quarter and see what happens. See if they score here. If they score here, maybe they won't want to again.
Right. Yeah, because you kind of send the wrong message if you do go to it.
Yeah. I don't see them going for a field goal this far down, so I think they got 2 downs here to get a first down or a touchdown.
Well, it's only
hit 9 now. Hit him.
Oh, wide open.
Wide open and touchdown. Wow.
Touchdown.
I was saying hit him before somebody else sees him and closes in on him.
Elias Lippincott receives a pass from Tez Bernhardt for
good play.
15 yards.
By George Mason. There.
Touchdown. 44-12.
Now, are we going for 2 or are we going to kick? I'd go for 2 every time.
Seemed like something happened on that play because everybody just kind of stood around. After it was over. It's like I think some of the people thought there might be a penalty or something.
Younger guys in, and they just weren't ready to play.
Yeah.
44-12.
They just were like looking around and just weren't prepared, ready.
Both teams, it seemed like that. Uh-oh.
Go, run to that corner.
He's going to get it.
He's got
Tez Bernhardt picks up the two-point
conversion.
Bad snap, but he saved it and ran to the right pylon and got in, 44-14.
So
now you couldn't even have a continuous clock.
It's underneath the 35, so we're down to 30 points, so it's 30-point difference. So we're underneath the – don't have to make that decision.
The threshold, yep.
Don't have to make that decision now.
So 2:14 to go in the 3rd.
See, if he'd have made that decision earlier, we might be 12 minutes to go in the game by the time he scored that with the clock running. And so now they've got a whole quarter left, basically.
Yep. In the first game tonight, Ohio State won. They beat Coppin State handily.
Not McCoppin?
Yeah, 50-something to nothing. Ohio State coaches said they were going to stay and watch the first half. They're still here.
They're still here. It's a fun game to watch.
What?
That's what they said.
I know. Kickoff.
It's deeper than most.
Goes
got
down
to the
25.
Uh-oh.
Yep. He's down the left
missed,
side. He
missed
may
tackle,
be gone.
Missed tackle.
He's gone.
2 missed tackles. Two guys just sort of stopped to push him out instead of running in and wrapping
That was
him.
number 1. That was Savion West down the left side.
Why do guys try to just push a guy out instead of wrapping him and tackling him?
Savion West. That was what, a 75-yard return.
It
50
did.
to 14.
Especially right after you just scored a touchdown.
Now we're back up to that threshold.
Yell down to the coach, hey, what's it look like for the next 2 weeks?
I already said they're in trouble.
Who's that?
Ohio State. How do you stop speed? That's the question I would be asking.
Oh, you mean the club team next
Yep.
week? Yeah, that's
2
what they're
weeks.
saying.
Yep.
That's what
51 to
That's what they
14.
said themselves.
How do they stop speed? 51-14, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. That didn't take very long. I mean, he just sprinted right down the sideline.
Now we're back to 37 points.
What do you think of them guys in college and pros dropping the ball?
Oh my God! How many of those you seen recently?
It's insane.
They're going across the goal line, and on the 1 yard line, they're letting go of the ball.
It's all because of Taylor Swift.
I mean, who started? Who was the first
they
guy?
think they're
Is it
in.
hip? Yeah, but even if you think you're in, why let it go so fast?
They think they're in. That one guy did it recently. That was going to be his first touchdown, too. How would you like to have that to remember? I scored a touchdown, but I dropped the ball at the half-yard line.
What happened to the old spike? Keep the ball until you're in the end zone, and then spike it down, Then you're in the end zone.
Savion West, the guy just scored the
Somebody needs to look into it to say, hey,
guy.
It's back to gambling.
are they cutting? Are they shaving points?
Yeah, it's back to the gambling.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, here we go the other way now. George Mason, he's over the 50, gets hammered about the 40.
Yep.
But hey, that was the assassin,
I was in
Theo Hassan, the assassin.
college basketball camp with Donaghy
Yeah.
from Philadelphia, who was in the NBA and took
Yeah.
shaving points. His dad was a great SEC, ECAC,
Yep.
Big East.
I don't think
He was a great basketball.
I don't think most of that shaving points. I think it's just ignorance.
Well, some of it, but sometimes it could be. Sometimes it's like, hey, we can't.
1st and 10. Here we go. George Mason with the football.
Hand off to Lippincott.
Gets it around the right
Oh,
side.
we got two
we got
flags.
Holding on the offense.
I
guess.
saw one yesterday where the guy was going for the end zone. His own man tackled him, and they've realized he was going the wrong way. He was getting ready to score. He was getting ready to score. He intercepted it, and instead of intercepting it and going that way, he intercepted it and went that way. And his own man was chasing him and dove for him and tackled him at the 4-yard line.
That's not hard to do. That I can see that.
All right, it's on the Alan Page did that one time. Remember Alan
Yep.
Page with the Minnesota Vikings?
Yep.
51-14. That was a 10-yard penalty on George Mason. So now it is 1st and 20 at midfield.
The right guard looks like on defense looks like he's offsides in the neutral zone.
Pretty close. Oh,
And
bad
again.
snap. Oh, he just about fumbled the ball back here.
Okay, now what's it going to be, Charlie?
Let's see. About 37. 1st and 37.
37. Whew. Second 37 now.
Yeah, 2nd and 37. I was too worried about counting the number.
I know it. And he still had the one up. He hadn't switched it yet.
2nd and
And
37.
We're still in the third quarter.
We're going the wrong way, George Mason. Supposed to go the other way.
Hit 9 again.
Overthrew him. Yep.
I mean, he had
was-
10. Just catching it, he would have had 10 yards. And then
Yep.
if he
Yeah,
could have
probably
broke a
another
pass,
10.
and then broke a tackle, and we're overthrowing too much.
3rd and 37. 41 seconds.
And you're not in a spot you want to go for it on 4th down now.
That'll be a good game, Clayton against Ohio State.
yeah.
Yeah. Pass. Oh,
To the right side.
yeah.
Oh, man.
So 4th and 37 now.
I
Yep.
know you needed a 1st down there, but I probably would have had him go deep and then had a guy coming out and hitting him. I mean, at least if nothing else, get the ball down in here to where If you want to go for fourth down, you had a better shot at it.
Well, or you make your punt better, if nothing else.
Right. If you got over the 50, go for it. And then you maybe need 12 yards. And if you didn't get over the 50, then it just made a lot, helped your punt get them deeper in the.
Right.
But
bringing one more player on the field for George Mason. And one's coming off.
Delay a game. George Mason taking too much time changing players.
They're trying to figure out who's in, who's out.
And took too much time.
So now it's 4th and 42.
Okay, they got 11 on the field. Make sure.
Oh,
another one.
low punt. He
We
did
got
get
it off.
He did get
Hey,
it off.
good job.
What's he doing?
Well, he made sure it didn't bounce back the other way. All right.
Oh, jeez, it was punted. Which
Maybe
was
he
good.
thought it was. He may have thought the guy passed it like he did last
Number
time.
8 for George Mason fields it. Darian L.
Well, if it had hit and rolled backwards, he did a good
Yeah,
job.
but if it had hit, you don't know.
But
If
I
it
know
hit
it.
and railed that way 10, 15 yards.
But he may have, if he saw it in the air, he may have thought the guy threw it like he did the last time when he was getting chased and tried to catch the pass.
I don't believe that.
It's a possibility.
I don't believe that. I'm just saying. 51-14. And
Broken tackle.
Clayton has the ball. And, Pritchard Williams is
10.
in now. Look like number 10. He's heading toward the sideline.
Gonna get the play.
Now we got another one. Everybody, hey, you take your turn at quarterback. You take your turn at quarterback.
He's calling everybody over.
Yeah, well, it's third quarter.
Oh, okay.
End of the third quarter.
That's why. Okay.
Come on, Joe.
You didn't know at first either.
Don't forget, Wake Up Wilmington every Monday through Friday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. for all your local Southwest Ohio information around the Wilmington, Washington Courthouse, Hillsborough area. We try to bring you up to date with happenings and different businesses in the area. Shop local.
On the lane, 352 West Lane Avenue in Columbus, wood-fired pizza. Appetizers, salads, wraps, subs, boneless wings and regular wings. Wood-fired pizza. On the lane.
Have we had any more comments lately? You've been kind of quiet down there.
Well, I'm trying to follow the play because no matter if I don't show the score, they're complaining about not seeing the score. if I don't follow the play because I'm doing something else,
Here we go.
I know they think that we've got
Beginning of the fourth quarter.
Deep down the sideline, overthrew him.
Yep. Looks like number 12 is in there, quarterback now, Elijah Burrell.
Yeah, because we had 10. He came out. Now 12 went back in.
3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Clayton Lakers. Burrell still in there at quarterback.
don't correct him. My guy had Basil pronounced correctly the first time.
Ball thrown over the receiver's head. 4th and 8. Elijah Burrell still in the game, and they're going for it on 4th and 8.
4th and 8.
Looks like we need another defender out to the left there. There's 2 guys out there, one defender.
Over
He
here.
comes to the right side. Oh. Intercepted, but they said it's going to be pass interference. Pass interference.
Yeah, Ohio State coaches are going berserk over here. For Mason there.
Yep.
And
Curtis Brooks.
Driving them off the ball.
but we're getting word from New York that our New York was that they was being pushed off the ball, and it was a good call.
All I know is I don't want to be between you
I
guys.
checked with New York, and he said it was a good call.
And if you believe Addie's got some swampland in Florida to say, there you go. 14:44, 1st and 10. Clayton Lakers. Handoff number 23, runs it right up the gut.
What was that?
Tony Nelson.
In relation to Ricky Nelson?
Was it 77 or 71? He just went right over top of that guy from
Now they want the cameraman to show the whole field.
Well, do what they asked, Rick. Uh-oh.
23 again. Looks like he's going to get a first down and more
I
here.
think the play was coming this way, but all of a sudden an opening came up, and he goes, hey, I think I'll go that way.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Oh, we got some
man, flag.
tempers.
You got a flag?
Tempers are going.
Want to throw yours too?
Number 9,
I got a hand grenade, man.
Elias Lippincott. They can't afford to lose him. Kind of stepped over the Clayton player.
Yeah, this is definitely why the running clock comes into play.
He's talking to the officials. The officials talking to him as he's leaving the field.
We're gonna have, where we at? Penalties of, we're gonna say it's on the 15. We're gonna probably end up on the 5.
Offsetting is what I'm hearing.
I thought there was 2 against Green. I heard there was a brawl after that game.
They all came off their sidelines, just started throwing haymakers.
Someone said language, gentlemen.
9 is not ejected.
None of us said anything, did we? Oh, I tell you, the language, listen, that wasn't us. that
We
was
didn't say
that was
anything
the
bad.
Ohio State coaches down the side.
We didn't say anything.
No, that was the Ohio State coaches down on the other end. Yeah, we heard it too. We all looked up like, what the heck? Yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about.
So,
So what we got here? Second down and nope, first down. What we got? Had offsetting penalties, so we had a whole lot about nothing. Looks like it's second
and
down.
10.
Nope,
Nope,
first and
down
10.
and 10.
First and 10.
oh, that's
sacked.
a tackle. Good tackle. Good
Sacked
clean tackle by
George
14.
Mason, number 14. That'd be Albert Constable the 7th.
Way to go, Albert Constable the 7th. Wow.
Yep,
Didn't know they went that far.
that's what it says.
Dylan, what are you talking about? The Michigan State game?
All right,
Screen.
pass out to the right.
Wide receiver screen. And he's going to go. Oh, he went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds at the 1.
He did a stop and go, trying to get
Trying to
the
look like Joe Mixon going down the sideline.
getting past the defender, then did it again and went out about the 4-yard line.
Sabian West.
In that game?
Didn't Michigan State's head coach get ejected?
Yeah, I'm asking, do you think he should have? No, that's why I ejected him, because he should have got ejected.
Good job.
Well, why are we bringing the ball back here? What happened?
Maybe we should ask our audience. They know everything.
Hold on. 1350. 1350.
We must have a hold or something.
Something happened. They're bringing it back. No touchdown. Hold let him get open, and second down still, and about 25, something like that, 24.
Yeah, I think there'll be a George Mason player ejected before this game's over.
Oh, that ball,
It close to being a
lateral.
lateral.
They're calling it a backwards pass,
No,
but it
somebody,
didn't get out of bounds.
I think that was one of the coaches yelling.
It's on their. That was on their radios.
I
where
know,
you
but
heard it.
what I'm thinking is somebody was talking while he was saying it.
They said it too, I think.
Well, because the other referee said incomplete.
Well, look where it's at. Okay, one said incomplete, the other
Yeah.
one said backwards pass.
Right.
So, looks like should be third down. They got the down marker at second. Yeah.
Yeah, there he just changed.
Third and 25.
They spotted it where the ball went out of bounds.
Spotted where the ball went out of bounds, Joe. Oh, he's sacked again.
I thought
Number
the
12. Number 12.
ball went out of bounds around the 40.
Elijah Burrell.
That was hiked around the 35. I heard what I'm saying. The ball went out of bounds way back here.
That's a question, Dylan. Did you guys get the W for that, right? Yeah, we won that game. They didn't reverse it.
Fourth and 32 now. Looks like they're going to punt. Looks like number 1, Savion West, is back to punt. He's a jack of all trades. Punter, the kicker, wide receiver, scored a touchdown.
So the offense is giving the defense time to.
Got the punt off. Looks pretty good. It's going to go out about the 16.5-yard line. 12:34 to go. Be 1st and 10. George Mason down there about the 16-yard line.
It was 17-yard lines, I think, is where they're going to mark. Now he's walking up to the 18. Let's see where they mark it.
Now they're looking like
19?
more like the 19. Now he's backing up. He doesn't know where he's
He
going.
didn't know. They don't know. It was the 17 originally. And they're marking it the 18.
Close enough. 51 to 14.
I split the difference.
1st and 10.
The clock is not running, so we do not have a running clock.
George Mason with the football. Looks like we got a new quarterback in. No, we are not. No, he's the same one.
Ooh. Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted by number 1.
It's going to be a touchdown. Oh,
Oh,
nope,
got
it's not. It's coming back.
penalty.
Man, flags all over the place.
Hey guys, we've got 4 flags, so let's see what we got.
4 flags on the field.
What do you say? It's got 4 flags.
So we don't have a score yet. Let's see what happens here. What are they calling? Having a meeting.
I told you there was going to be a Mason player ejected.
Personal foul.
Against Mason.
No.
No,
that's
against that's against.
Alabama 24 to 3 in the third.
Beating Alabama? Wow. Go ahead and have them talk about how bad the Big Ten is.
Green 9, second unsportsman. He's ejected.
Okay.
What number?
Block on the return team.
Green 9.
What?
That is
Oh, 9's ejected.
Elias-
Again, him again?
Elias Lippincott.
Yes.
Is
Green 9, I said.
yeah.
Well, he's the one that almost was ejected the last time.
Yeah, Lippincott. Well, that's his second one.
Automatic.
Oh, okay.
And the
So-
original was a blindside block on the return team on the interception.
So it's still going to be Clayton's ball then.
Texas A&M is tied up. Auburn 20.
It's okay. I got
No,
2.5.
after the blindside happened after on the return, so it doesn't revert back to.
No, that's why I said so. It's still Clayton's. It's Clayton's ball still. Oh, I see it.
It nullifies the touchdown.
Right.
Yeah. No touchdown.
No
We had a
touchdown, but it's there to
blindside
the ball.
block after Clayton had got the interception. So it's Clayton's football. 1st down and 10. Looks like it's going to be on the 25. Looks like Sterling Knowles might be in there now at the
A
quarterback
lot of George
position.
Mason are shaking hands and saying, hey, don't be mad at us because somebody else.
Have something happen. He's got to leave the. He's got to leave the confines of the stadium.
Wanting to know what the heck the BP in the back is. Are you guys microwaving some popcorn?
That's the scoreboard. Scoreboard operator. So we're moving the ball up now.
That's for the unsportsman.
So
Yeah,
this is on the
The UNS has to be enforced.
yes, we had unsportsmanlike, and that was after the blind side block. Or no,
Right,
that
so
was
we
the
marked
blind
off
side.
one, and then we got to now mark off the other.
Here we go. Ball is down on about the 14. 13, 13.
Maybe 12. 'cause I
Number
can see
18,
they're standing on the
Sterling
13.
Knowles. Sterling Knowles is now the quarterback.
Ball's about the. They're standing on the 13, so if it's on the 13, then
Okay.
I'm saying they're offsides. I'm saying it looks like they got it marked to 13. But
Yeah,
they're
the chain you can't even watch them. They've been, like I said, they're slower than me moving over there.
and well, this referee's standing on the 13.
See, he's saying something to the referee. He's lucky he doesn't get flagged again.
They're getting him out of there.
Yeah, they're not letting it go until
Won't
he's.
make any difference. He's done. Hopefully he's not a senior.
It's going to be intercepted. Oh, got knocked loose right at the last second.
Lippincot's just a freshman anyhow, so
We have a
he's
flag.
he's a good player.
He
but
pulled one out, but I think he's still got it in his hand, so he may not have thrown it.
2nd and 10. That's what the delay was, folks. They were waiting on Lippincott to leave the
Stadium. So 2nd and 10. And going to be basically
Yep,
no gain.
35. Avon Finley, who hadn't called his name in a while, gets the handoff. 3rd and 9, it looks like now.
This has been a very interesting,
Long game.
long
3rd
game.
and 9. Sterling Knowles back to pass.
There he is, open.
Oh, it hit him right in the numbers, but he couldn't
and that's
catch
the
it.
trouble. Hit his numbers and not his hands.
So now it's going to be 4th and 9. Might as well go for it, hadn't you?
Might as well.
4th and 9. '84 coming in. Clinton Rafe, he has a touchdown this evening. Looks like number 14 going out. Corbin Williams.
Yeah, but the suspensions carry over to next year, too.
Ball is incomplete, so it'll turn it back over to George Mason on downs. 51-14, 11:40 to go. George Mason with the football. Will be 1st down and 10.
On the 13? I'm going to back it up
12.
to the 12. Well, he was standing on the 13, started to put it down, then he backed up to the 12 and put it down.
George Mason ball.
It's one of the best runs they've had for a while.
Yep. That's Nasir Williams on the run. Nasir Williams.
He's saying, why didn't you run me more?
Well, because the guy just got kicked out, so
I know
main
that.
running
I
back.
know that. That's what I was saying. He was saying, like, run me and not him.
He's a big boy in there.
Going off left tackle. Got to get about to 21. It's going to be about a
3rd
yard
and
short.
1.
I don't think you can stop him in 2 more tries getting 1 yard.
'6'3", 229 pounds. Nasir Williams.
gonna call timeout or what?
I don't know.
2 seconds. 1.
He's done. He's out of time. 5.
Delay a game. Well, they needed 1 yard and wouldn't hike the ball. I don't know what was going on.
He delayed.
And number 11's looking like, what happened? It's like the clock ran out, guys, and you wouldn't hike the ball.
So that 3rd and 1 now just made it a 3rd and 6.
It's almost like they were trying to get the other team to jump. And
Well, they did, but it was too late.
by the time they jumped, the clock had already ran out.
Uh-oh. Got rid of the ball.
Intercepted, and yes.
Oh, they gave him the interception on the 25.
10 minutes to go.
Good luck to you, Coach.
See ya.
Have fun.
See you on December 2nd. What'd he say?
They're making fun of your announcement.
Do next week, right? Or 2 weeks. You gotta shut that speed down.
I know it. Yeah.
I just read what Owen Lane posted on the internet. I wrote what they wrote on the internet. Look them up.
Wasn't that an AI ad anyway?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I told one of my best
Probably
friends
too many
who
men on the
came
field.
today, I said, if you get me an Ohio State coat, I'd wear it.
It's a free down there. George Mason had too many men on the field.
They'll decline it.
Yeah, I mean, he got like 8,
Illegal substitution
Yeah.
on the defense.
8 or 9 yards there. So they're going to decline it. It's going to be 2nd and 1. And Clayton's clear down again on the, looks like about the 17, 18. Hand off number 23, trying to swing around the right side.
Oh,
Good.
is that a horse collar?
No, I think he got him on the arm. Grabbed his arm.
That's for about 3-yard loss. Tony Nelson, he got manhandled on the outside there by Darian L. Now it's 3rd and 9. Number 90 coming in. Lucas Danley. That's annoying.
What was that noise you're doing, Charles?
That's annoying. That's what that is.
At least I wasn't eating into the microphone while
That's worse than that. I'm complaining about it. Oh, intercepted.
He
by
went
number
down.
2.
He went down. But he got it on the 2-yard line.
Intercepted
Oh, I thought
by
was going to see
Jason
a
Yee
flag on
84.
Yeah, 'cause,
He's
jumping
just
up.
mad. I think he's just mad himself.
Okay. Well,
Clinton
depends on
Rafe.
what I thought he said something to the official, like, hey, he grabbed me or something.
You might as well give it to them on their own 5-yard line. Or 2-yard line.
2-yard
Yeah,
line.
8:52. So George Mason gets the ball back.
Again, I'd take
51-14.
the first snap behind center and get pushed by the running back and take out about 3 or 4 yards.
For the clock there.
Or if I can find you after the game, I will. I'm just going to start getting some stuff ready so that way when it ends, it doesn't take me as long.
1st and 10.
He's an
Handoff.
official. He's
Oh,
used to
another
running away after
safety.
the game.
Another safety.
Another one. See, what did I just say? Take it under center and move it away.
I walk. There's no sense in running.
Huh?
I don't run.
I believe they handed it off to number 4.
I've always walked off after a
Curtis
basketball game or
Brooks.
whatever.
Well, if I don't see you guys after the game, it's good to see you guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you guys for doing this.
Hey, thank you, Dylan.
Great. I think the whole league appreciates it that we have this to look back on too after the fact.
53-14. 8:47 to go. Oklahoma's still beating Alabama 24-3 in the third. That's what the announcer here at the game said. So we got another free kick from the 20. And the guy who got kicked out was also their kicker. So here we go. Ball's kicked away.
Did he call for a catch?
I guess he did call for a catch because he just threw it.
Or are they
through
going
it.
to kick
No,
over?
you know what? I think he kicked it too soon. The refs were not set yet.
Because it just didn't something when he caught it, it just didn't look right, you know.
By rule that we just made up, a 7-minute runoff.
The officials are trying to be funny down there. By rule, we just made a rule up. Now we're having 7-minute runoff now. Oh. Returned by number 8. What we got another fight here getting ready to happen. Pacer Kincaid. You gotta like that name, Pacer. Pacer Kincaid.
That's almost as good as Sire.
Only thing bad about Pacer reminds me of the old AMC Pacer.
Yeah.
You know, I never rode in one of them cars.
My parents had one.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
I don't know if I ever rode in a Pacer. I remember seeing them.
The tennis balls.
Yeah.
I remember seeing them, but I don't remember actually.
Well, George Mason with the ball. No, excuse me. Clayton with the ball at the 45 of George Mason. Timeout. Timeout by George Mason.
George Mason ran that guy ran really hard, and just he gets 3 yards.
They had 13 on the field.
Hey, something's got to work.
They got 11 now.
George Mason had too many men on the field, so the coach did call a timeout.
But one guy ran as hard as he could, and just as he got over there, they called
called
timeout.
timeout,
He looks like, what? Now you call timeout?
I kind of feel for him. That was Tala Muhammad.
He says, hey, tell those guys leaving, I said bye. Well, those were the Ohio State coaches.
What's that?
This guy says, hey, tell those guys leaving, I said bye.
Oh, okay.
But those were the Ohio State coaches.
It was the Ohio State coaches saying leaving.
Yeah. Hand off number 23, and he goes nowhere. Tony Nelson.
3:45 left in the, or 3:04 left in the Alabama-Oklahoma game. Oklahoma still leading 24-3.
I'll tell you what, you talk about a guy on the hot seat.
Texas A&M
53.
and Auburn are tied at 21.
Alabama's coach. You think Ohio State fans are rabid? Alabama fans are nuts.
Yeah, he came in from Washington. They're saying, hey, if you don't win coming to Alabama, get out of here.
Right. 53-14.
And Alabama needed to know they lost a lot of players after
Saban left.
Saban
yeah.
left. So be happy with. Oh, intercepted!
Oh, he's got
He
a
may
chance.
go. He's going.
Yeah,
Blindside block right
That's
there.
a blindside block. They're not going to call
no
it.
call, and he's going to make it all the way to the end
I mean, that's
zone.
what if you want to see a blindside block, that was a blindside block.
McKee Fuller with the interception and touchdown. He ran that back for about 60 yards, so it makes it 53-20.
He stood there and just waited. Boom.
That block, it was illegal. Blindside block, hit him with the open hand. We're good there.
Oh, that was legal.
They must have heard you guys arguing about that clear up here. 53-20.
Going to go for two, and they're still going to be more than a half score behind. 20-53. If they get two, it'll be 22-53 with 7:37.
Hey, we're back under the 35 mark.
We are. We're down to 33. Makes this going down to 31.
Or 30. Oh, no, you're right, 31.
2 points.
You're right, 31. 10 seconds.
Everybody's moving on. I'll make it.
Man,
Hand off, and
Didn't make it.
he doesn't go anywhere.
but I'm like you. I didn't
That
think
was
they was going to get that.
Nasser Williams.
With 7 seconds, they still had guys moving down there. I didn't think they was going to get set time to get that play off.
53-20. Oh, my. They're giving the scores over the PA. Do we have any other new scores we want to give here?
Let's see, Alabama, Oklahoma still 24-3 with 2:27 left in the third quarter.
The Potato Bowl, Idaho 40, Idaho State 17.
Ooh. Notre Dame 49, Army 7.
Baylor 20, Houston 10.
Washington State 38, Oregon State 31. Oregon State with the ball. Fourth quarter, 7:35. That's a close game. Texas A&M and Auburn still tied at 21.
West Virginia beat University of Central Florida. South Florida wiped the floor with Tulsa 63-20.
You just gave the Iowa State-Utah score, 24-21?
No,
Okay.
you just did.
Well, I heard you see something about Iowa. I wasn't sure if it was Iowa or Iowa State.
Idaho, the
Idaho,
the
okay.
Potato Bowl. You get to win the golden potato today.
Missouri ups. No, that was Mississippi State. Ball went out of bounds. Touched by a player. South Carolina beat Wofford 56-12.
Oof. Oof.
Texas beat Kentucky 31-14 after struggling for a while, but they came out with the win. Penn State beat Minnesota 26-25.
Wow. Was that at Penn State too, or is that Minnesota?
At Minnesota. But Minnesota started the year, they were supposed to be pretty good, and I thought official just threw a flag and he was throwing the football off the field.
All right, so here we are. It's 53-20. Clayton has it at the George Mason 43. Oh, number 18 taking off, and
He goes
gets
down. Oh, he dropped the ball as he
dropped
went
the
down?
ball, but
Knee was down.
That's what I thought, but they're going to take it where he rolled it to. Can you?
they're calling it first down.
Fumbled it and they recovered it. He fumbled it and went forward and they recovered it.
And
Yeah.
yeah, his own player got it.
No,
Same player. His own player got the ball.
same team.
Just fell on it.
So first and 10 again.
Colorado, who they thought was going to be in the top 12, were 16th and just lost today.
That's
Colorado
Dion.
lost to Kansas 37-21.
That's Dion's team.
They lost by 16 points.
Sterling Knowles, back at quarterback. It's the ball. Oh, hits number 7 at the flat
And
on
he
the left side.
Ducked
He's
underneath.
still running. Finally, they're going to get him stopped about the 15.
Maybe.
Looks like.
No, nope. Going to get 13.
Jaden Swain with a catch. Jaden Swain.
6:21 left in the game.
Clayton going quick. Why? Why are you going quick? You know,
Get the game over.
that's not going quick. Let that clock run.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Spread formation to the outside, each side. Oh, right up the middle.
and touchdown.
The bowling ball.
They were playing two-end touch.
Avon Finley.
They were playing two-end touch, but the other team was playing tackle.
Avon Finley with a touchdown.
They thought someone changed the rules to two-end touch in the late fourth quarter.
So it's 59-20 now.
It's nice to know what some of these motions mean. You know, when you're up here not knowing what they mean, now you know. It makes it feel better.
in for the extra point. Savion. No good. Went to the left.
No good.
59-20. 5:53 to go.
You guys might want to get a hotel.
We're going home. My wife would kill me. She would be. Can you imagine her right now? Oh, my. No, she'd be barking. Just because we're here so long. We said we'd get home by 2. That's not going to happen. Well, we might. Get out of here by 11.
It's 10:07. What glass?
59-20. George Mason's out on the field. Clayton Lakers.
I'd still ask the coach. Keep throwing flags on the team, and then finally say,
Savion
run the
West
clock,
to kick
we'll wave
off
the
for Clayton.
flags. Pooch kick.
It's down to about the 24. Number 2 has it. He's running good.
He may be in the
just
open.
made
He
a
may.
break.
He's still on
going.
his own man slowed him down there. He was going around him.
He gets clear down to the 25.
82 was trying to run up and block for him, and he turned and ran right into him.
So, first down 10 at the 25 for George Mason.
I think if he'd have stayed outside to the right there, I think he'd have made it, and he broke back into the middle, and that hurt him. Broke in back where there was more people.
That was a heck of a run back. He could have been stopped 10, 15 yards earlier than that.
He did a great job on a run back there. Yep.
5:40, fourth quarter.
I think these guys are supposed to be having their mouthpieces in. I have to reread that rule for them.
19 took the snap. He hands it off.
I'm going to see the guy still play by that rule.
Demetrio Hernandez in at quarterback.
Some rules that they're using the old Division III rule,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's a lot to keep straight.
Right.
When you're doing college football, and then they have a supplement.
Cameron Fields into the game.
I lost mine one game, and I can remember a referee going by me, and I'd always go, for. Yeah. So he'd think I had my mouth guard in because I couldn't talk.
Demetrio Hernandez hands off to the new player in the game, number 17.
Fresh legs.
Cameron Fields.
Got about almost 9 yards on that.
Yep. It's going to be about 3rd and 2.
So kids in high school wearing that extra face mask or mounted mouthpiece.
Right.
And then they were getting flagged for it. Oh, I got a mouthpiece in.
3rd and 2, 4:24. Oh, and he's going to get tagged. Oh,
that's slammed down, man.
That's right there.
Yeah, that should have been a personal foul call, but it's not.
You can't do that.
Yeah, he just took him. It looked like WWF there, baby. It's a WWF penalty, 15 yards.
If you're tackling him and take him down, but when you take him around and around and
Flip
around
him.
and then throw him down, that's like a little unnecessary.
4th and about 7 now. Fourth and 7.
And they're throwing a whole
10 seconds. Oh, they're going to try a field goal here.
No, they'll
looks
give
like.
him a whole new.
ones you looked at, Nate?
Snap back. It's blocked.
Man, where did that guy come from?
Ball still alive. Picked up by Clayton. They're heading the other way. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Clayton.
Well, we're over the
Yes.
33 or 35-point marker again.
Well, we were, anyhow.
Well,
It's 59-20.
oh, I thought they just threw it up there.
Now,
Oh, 65, so we were already over.
65-20. Stop it. Oh, that's funny.
You get blamed for what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Someone will hear that and go, not funny. 65 to
I
20.
didn't say it, whatever it was, so.
You can blame it on the referee.
Yeah, that's New York comment.
That New York comment.
And they're going to try to kick the extra point. That's number 1.
We can blame it on
Savion West.
we'll blame it on the kid on the down on the other side. And it's
that was
good.
up and good. Yep. 66-20. We might as well see if we can get 100. 86 points so far in this game. What do you think?
Auburn's back ahead of Texas A&M, 28-21.
That's what I want to hear.
End of the third. They get the whole fourth quarter to go.
That means I'm leading 30.5 to 20.
In the fourth quarter, Alabama's trailing 24-9.
Washington State and Oregon State. What's that one?
38-38.
Let's go Washington State.
Why?
I got bet on them.
No. Then let's go Oregon State.
That's part of a parlay, too. I got like 3 or 4 teams in that one. If they all win, I win a little bit of money. Take a shot. You got to take a shot.
Clayton that doesn't want to have a running clock?
No, it's George Mason doesn't want to have a running clock. That was the story earlier. I don't know if it's still the same or not.
They said that they got a player that they want to get the rushing or something yardage.
Well, they're going. If it's Clayton, they're going to play next or 2 weeks from now. Number 2 has it going around the left side.
And
Gets pushed out of bounds.
You're going to say you had the whole freaking game to.
Jason Yee with a return. So George Mason ball. Yep, they're on their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:54 to go. Handoff, number 11, goes around the left side. He gets about 4 or 5 yards. Ooh, they throw him down. After he's already out of bounds. No call. Number 11. Yeah, he's out of bounds 3 yards. Nasir Williams.
They need to make all the plays they can get.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking when he said that.
I don't know how they're going to make up 40 points.
No.
Only need 46 points. We can do that, can't we?
Nasir Williams gets the handoff, goes straight ahead.
See if
Maybe for a couple yards. Be about 3rd and 3 when we get out of this. 3rd and 4. Now 3rd and 3.
If they score 6 touchdowns at 8, and they get 8 points
2
every one,
minutes.
that's they only need 6 touchdowns to get 48 points, and
Joe,
they can take the lead.
66 to 20. 2-minute timeout.
2-minute warning this time.
46-point lead.
Oh, now he's going to shut the window for us.
He doesn't need to hear the whistle.
Don't need the whistle anymore.
Well, next time, open the one down there.
Yeah, that's the WSPD booth. It's sealed
Or
off.
that, I get, yeah.
Those two don't have them.
Oh,
Oh, the one over Rick.
yeah, there you go.
Get the one over Rick.
Hey, what we could do is just tell them to get one of them glass covers
Yeah.
and put what's the name in there.
Yeah.
And you can open and close.
Open and close it. Yeah.
We don't even clean the outside anymore since the guy fell from the track.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
my gosh.
Oh, because he's hanging from this track?
Yeah, he fell and hit the concrete.
Ooh.
So that was the last day they cleaned him on the outside.
66-20, 2 minutes, and it's 3rd and 4.
Throwing down the left
Pass.
side.
Oh,
Too
that
behind him
wasn't
too
even
much.
close, yeah.
He threw behind him, hoping he'd hit the brakes and come back, but he threw it like 8 yards behind him.
4th down. Looks like they're just going to punt, maybe? No?
No. Here's where I would, instead of throwing one to the end zone, I'd throw one, for 5 yards and let him run 5 yards, get the first down, and stay alive.
21
Well,
seconds
but
on the clock.
just don't throw it for.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Joe,
Nice meeting you.
pleasure talking with you.
Thanks for the coin.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hand off to Nasir, and he gets stopped right away. So the ball go over on downs to the Clayton Lakers. And they'll have the ball on the George Mason 40,
And they're
Six or four-
almost down to where they can take knees now.
46, yep. Minute 49.
I mean, they have a timeout, but I think if they start taking knees, I do not foresee them taking a timeout.
No, I would hope not. Although, I'll be honest with you, and I shouldn't say this with an official in the booth. When I used to coach,
Yeah.
if I thought the officials weren't doing a bad job, I'd take all my timeouts just to make them stay out there.
That's the guy you gave the coin to. Remember that.
Well, that was basketball.
I'm the volleyball official that needed a coin.
I'm vindictive on stuff like that. That was years ago, though. We used to have a gentleman ref our games, and he only had one arm. That's what we called him.
I know.
The
Yeah.
one arm bandit.
He was from Greenfield, I think, wasn't
Yep. The one arm bandit.
he? He called a technical on my daughter in the Washington Courthouse game.
Run that clock. Why?
Because they were doing this.
Yeah, he snapped it. Yeah, well, 74 was in your way.
My daughter had a ball, and she held it above her head. She's tall, and she held her elbows in and went like this because they were reaching for it.
He called a foul on her?
He called a technical
Why?
for throwing her elbows,
Oh.
and she was holding the ball like this, and they called her for throwing her. So I'm sitting beside the athletic director at Washington, or Miami Trace,
Doing it hard.
and she would just like get off of me with her elbow, and the Miami Trace athletic director walked across the floor to the referee that called the technical, says, "You have 8 more games with us in basketball and baseball. You're fired."
Was this the current?
No.
No, the older man that were retired before him.
The one arm bandit. Sounds like somebody's singing on there.
That's the back judge.
He's down there
He's
singing.
singing?
No, he's just telling everything what's going on.
It-
Good night, gentlemen.
Have a good one.
have a good one.
And that's it.
Have a nice trip home.
66-20. Clayton gets the victory over George Mason. So in 2 weeks, it'll be Clayton Lakers up against the Ohio State Buckeyes.
In Pennsylvania.
Somewhere in Pennsylvania.